Hey, and welcome back to Celebrity with Nene. And so I'm Nene, and today I have my sister Reese with us, and we are going to be doing a recap of Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 20. Okay, so the episode, it starts off with Kevin and Tiffany, and yeah, so it starts off with Kevin and Tiffany, basically their scenes. So we see Kevin going up to Tiffany's job. He's looking for her because he hasn't heard from her since he dropped her off at work the last time. And so they tell her, I'm sorry, they tell him that she is not at work and they don't know when she's coming back. Her coworkers, that's what her coworkers were saying. And so he's calling her, it just goes to voicemail when he does call her. And so we see Kevin's friend Brady comes over to visit him. And so Kevin tells him about Tiffany, and he suggests that Kevin calls the jails because maybe Tiffany has been locked up again. So Kevin, he does take his advice and he calls the jail, but Tiffany's not there. Okay, so he's knowing now he's being ghosted. All right, and so Kevin, he reaches out to one of Tiffany's friends. Her name, I believe, is Kayla, too. And so he meets up with her, and she tells him that Tiffany is done with him. And he's like, I didn't do anything or whatever. And true Kevin fashion, you know how he does it anyway. He's like, I haven't done anything, but in reality, he doesn't realize he's done something. And so she was like, so you didn't send the text to her phone? And he's like, huh? And what about the video? Huh? And so he doesn't realize because I guess Michaela deleted it after she sent it, which is smart because if you're going to break into somebody's phone and be messy and shady like that, you got to delete your evidence. And so, he's just denying all of this. And the friend just tells him she's done with him. That Tiffany is just done with him. So, Reese, any thoughts on Kevin and Tiffany this week?
Well, I don't know. I feel like Kevin is being, his normal shady self, like he always is, like you said. And he's trying, and I told y'all last week, I said he's gonna probably try to say some stuff to try to get out of it, being like, oh, you know, she did that and nothing was going on. She just did that to be messy, whatever the case may be, because it isn't proven they were sleeping together, but it just looks like they were. So it is what it is. But so I think that he's very confident in himself because he was like, she ain't done. She not done. She'll be back, whatever. And I found that to be kind of funny. But I don't think she's probably 100% done. She's probably gonna at least hear him out to see what he got to say. I don't think they end up staying together, but I don't think she's done as far as the show's concerned. So I guess we'll see. But I just don't know why he wouldn't think that Kayla could do something like that though, because he was like, well, I don't have the text on my phone, which it he doesn't have the proof that it happened, but just how Kayla is, I just feel like you should have known if the girl is saying that she sent the video from your phone, then I would have been like, did this chick send this video and delete it?
Exactly. And it was on the day that she said that it happened. It was
Yeah,
last
yeah. Because how else would she have known? It's either a text message or a video. Something really did happen. Obviously, if they knew.
Mhm.
So I'm sure if she had showed up at the house, she would have went in, and it probably been a fight versus her just being like, oh, I know she was there, and that's it.
Yeah.
Um, and then as far as I mean, I don't know. Like, I wish they would show him the video so that he would just know what she sent and said, because I feel like Kayla was shady for doing that, and to me that would cause more problems with them.
Yeah.
It's mess it up for him and Tiffany, but me personally, I wouldn't want her after that either. Personally, if I saw it, I'd be like, that's
Yeah.
too much. That's too
I mean,
much.
I think for a normal person, that would put a rift in between, him and Caleb. But I think he likes these mind games and playing with Kayla the way that he does.
Yeah,
So I feel like it's not going to detour him. He's going to be sleeping with her. He may have went and slept with her after he went and saw that girl. For all we know,
yeah,
I'm doing
yeah,
it. He's a slime ball to me.
yeah. But that's really all I had because I mean they didn't show much anything new outside of him talking to the friend Kayla. And I mean, I know Kayla speaking confidently, like, "Oh yeah, Tiffany done with you," but I don't know. I mean, men have their ways of making a woman think differently, so I just feel like he probably ain't done.
Yeah.
She probably really isn't, but we'll see. I'm interested to see what happens on the next episode once the friend says that he didn't even know about it and whatever. See if she even talks to him. So.
Mhm. Yeah. Alrighty. So the next couple that we saw was Amber and Puppy. Okay. So Puppy calls Amber and she asks Amber to come over. So she needs her. Will you come over? And Amber agrees. Now TC is standing in front of Amber when she agrees to go over there. You could tell he doesn't really want her to go over there. I can say for me, I kind of didn't like these kind of scenes because it was making it seem like Puppy was the problem, but Amber did something to Puppy, and that's what I don't like. It's like there was no acknowledgement of that during the conversations. It's just like, no, Puppy and la la la. Do you really want to go over there and see what Puppy's got going on and la? And then even Amber, when she gets over there, was like, yeah, you hurt me, you did la la la. No, Amber, you hurt that girl. But whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna jump back on topic. So once Amber gets over there, she learns that Puppy is miscarrying the baby. All right. And Puppy's also struggling with what's going on with her body right now. And, the girls, they do talk. They talk like old friends and stuff. And luckily, I was glad that Amber wasn't going in hard on her about Eric. I'm like, because this is not the time. Just be there for Puppy because clearly Puppy is hurting. Puppy also revealed that she had made an appointment to have an abortion, to have an A, and that she had changed her mind. And so Puppy is also feeling guilt because it was like, she was going to terminate the pregnancy, but she did change her mind. But she feels like maybe this is like, karma coming back at her. All right. And so then we see Amber goes over to TC's home or his workplace or whatever, but we could tell he's doing some kind of construction work. And she tells TC about Puppy. All right. And so you could tell that Amber was looking for reassurance from TC because she said several times, like, I'm just glad I'm not in her situation. If I get pregnant, I wouldn't have to think that I need to go get an abortion. And I was like, oh, TC is not responding to this very well. I think he's going to, I wonder if he's about to say something that Amber's not going to like. He didn't technically say it to her face, but he said it to the camera, like in his one-on-one. He was like, "Do he want a baby right now? No." He was like, and he hopes that Amber gets on some birth control, and he thinks that he's gonna have to bring it up to her several times or whatever to get her to do it. And so, it's just one of those things. You need to always make sure you're on the same page as your partner. Um, because I don't think she's on the same page as she. We could definitely tell she doesn't think that if she got pregnant, there would be a problem with him wanting the baby. So I don't know, Reese. Tell me, what are your thoughts on Puppy and Amber?
I don't know. I felt real bad for Puppy, and I'm actually kind of worried about her, like, because
Hmm.
she said she went cold and that she's withdrawn from everybody. So I hope it doesn't mean that she may relapse back into drugs,
Yeah,
um, as well as like going to like a deep depression or maybe even unalive and all that kind of stuff. So I just really hope that she's okay at the end of the day. But as far as I agree with you with the way they, it's like Puppy was apologizing, and it's like, really at the end of the day, Amber, none of that would have happened had Amber not reached out to that man's wife or tried to reach out to the wife. So I was a little confused on that part too, because I'm like, what did Puppy do to her? Like, I don't remember Puppy being disrespectful outside of her confronting her about the Facebook stuff. So I don't know. I was a little confused on that, but I'm like, whatever. They portraying whatever image, and I guess them two must have talked at some point that we didn't show us, because for me to just talk and it's like, you know, like I don't know, like that fight didn't even happen or something. I don't know, but
yeah. Like a different fight happened. That's the
yeah,
way I almost
yeah,
felt. Hmm.
yeah, like I don't know. And then I was like, could that fight be the reason she miscarried? The stress of everything. Like I don't know, but it's like I don't know. That part was kind of sad to me and a little disturbing because I'm like, I just hope she doesn't go down like a bad path because depression is scary, you know what I'm saying? And so, um, yeah. Because for her to say she feels cut off and cold, like that's not a good sign at all. Um, and you can just tell by the way she talks, she in a dark place. So, and then
Mm,
it's like she went to go terminate it and decided I want to keep it, and then you lose it. Like that's
yeah.
probably got to be hard. That's got to be hard. Um, and then as far as Amber, yeah, that scene was awkward. So first of all, I laughed because like when she came back, she like, I know you don't want to hear what I have to say. He's like, nope, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, really, you do want to know? Because I feel like the answer should have been no, but you're gonna tell me anyways, right? If I really didn't want to know, but it ain't gonna be like, nope, I don't want to know what happened. Like I think a part of him is still a little nosy on why she was crying.
Hmm.
Um, I'm curious. I'm curious also about where did Eric go. I wonder, like after they found us out, he disappears. Like I don't know,
But
weird.
something, I don't know if you caught it, but like in the scene when Amber, and that was something else, Amber just let herself in the house. But I kind of get it. Your friend called you crying. Maybe that's why you felt okay. But
But
I
she
was,
said she got a key though. She said you have a key. Let yourself in.
oh, because I saw her go under the mat. I didn't
Oh,
hear that, but
maybe she said you know where the key at. Let yourself in. She did
maybe.
say that.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that part. So when she walked into the house, there was a bunch of shot glasses, and some of them were like turned over on their sides. I was like, I hope she has not been drinking while she's pregnant. And then she said she lost the baby. So I wonder if it was her and Eric. Maybe Eric was doing it. I don't know if she was involved in any of that drinking, but yeah, there was a bunch of shot glasses knocked over. That was sad.
That so that's another scary thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 'Cause I think drinking could lead her back to a relapse, but because she used to be on drugs, right?
Mm-hmm. And then she also drank heavily too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she said a piece of their relationship died when the baby died. I'm like, that's sad too, because that means it's probably not. I mean, probably really not gonna work. But anyways, back to Amber. That scene was awkward just because of, like he was saying, like he basically sounded like he was pro-choice. I mean, pro-life, because he was like that to him. She had no reason to go to an abortion clinic. So I'm thinking he's probably one of them people who are pro-life, with the exception of maybe he's pro-life with the exception of like certain things, maybe possibly for him to
Oh, no.
say that's the reason. 'Cause
Yeah,
most
because
people who are
I
strict
know he.
pro, I feel like no matter even if it was something negative, incest, anything, like you can't. They were like, ain't no excuse for him.
Yeah. Now he did say I can get real political about this when he was talking about it. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, we
Yeah,
see what ends with that.
yeah. And so because of that, I feel like if she was to get pregnant, his answer should just be, I guess we're gonna have a baby, like he said in the confessional. But
Yeah,
for
he
him,
said
it's like,
I will have a baby, but it's like he doesn't. He's not trying to have a baby with
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Hmm.
I feel like all she was saying was if it happened, not like I want to have one or let's have one. But she was just saying like she is with a man who actually like loves her and loves his kids, and she feels safe that if she was to get pregnant, that he wouldn't just up and leave her, or that he would be angry, or she'd have to hide it. Like I felt like that's where she was coming from with it. I
Hmm.
don't know, but if I'm with my dude and I'm like, so if I get pregnant and it's I actually got pregnant tomorrow, what would you say? And he like, that would scare me. That's a red flag. It's like, okay, you pro life, but then, huh?
I said absolutely.
Yeah, because you're pro life, but yet, what else am I gonna? If I'm pregnant and you don't want to, what I'm saying, terminate it, then we're gonna have a baby, whether we're together or not. The baby's still coming. So it's like, what is that face even for? So like that part was kind of confusing and awkward to me because I
Mm.
felt like, I mean, did she actually ask him something else and we just don't know what she said, and they manipulated it, or did he really respond like that when she said it? Because that's what made it awkward and weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I get what he's saying. He's older. He doesn't want to have. And some people, once it gets to a certain age, are absolutely no. Especially, all your kids grown, understandable. Um, but he does know she don't have kids, and I guess maybe possibly she's younger than him, obviously, right? I don't know how old she is.
I think so. I think she is younger than him.
He's
But
40. I don't think she's that old.
no, I don't think she's 40 yet. Mm-mm. But something else that I was thinking back on. I don't know if you remember when they had went and did the axe throwing, and she was saying that, she was glad she was with a guy where she felt like if she got pregnant, she'd be okay with that. And she said they don't use protection.
Yeah.
So I think her mindset is completely different than where his is at right
Mhm.
now.
And my
She's
thing is, if you ain't using it, then you ain't preventing it either. So you know what I'm saying? If he wants her to be on birth control, he can do his part up until that point.
exactly. Really, that works both ways, I think.
Hmm. But that was awkward though. I was like, ew, that's weird. It don't seem like he love you like you making us think he do.
Mhm.
I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to Sean and Kelly. No, no, no. His woman's name is Sarah. Okay,
Sure.
Sean. Okay, so we see that Destiny is having a baby shower. She says that this is her first baby shower. However, she reveals that she has five other kids. So this baby will make number six. She does not have custody of any of them. They're all with like friends or family members or their dads. And she also talks about how she's also had like five C-sections, but you're not really supposed to have more than three. So she does talk about that. And then we see at the end of her baby shower, she makes a call to Sean. And so Sean picks up the phone, like, what do you want and stuff. And she's just like, she needs the money. And she's like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, why are you telling me this? Is it mine? And she's like, no, it's not yours. And so he actually ends up hanging up the phone on her, just hung it up. And then I can't remember if it was Kelly called him or he called Kelly, but he ends up talking to Kelly, his baby mama, right? And so he's saying to her that he wants Gracie to come and visit him. And she was saying, she thinks that would be a good idea. And then he was saying that he wants to actually come and see the kid. And she's, like, yeah, she's fine with that. Hey, B.
Maybe.
And so, she's like, she's fine with that. He can come and visit the kids if he wants to. And so then we see Sean go back home and we see him, he asks Sarah for money. And so we learn that Sarah has been taking care of their finances. He gives her the check and she budgets their money. And so she was like, no, you can't have the money. What do you need money for? And he was like, he wanted to take his employees out for lunch. And she's like, no, we're trying to save money. We have a baby on the way. We need some savings. So, she just tells him no and that they need to save. And so he ends up leaving the issue alone. He doesn't ask her anymore about it. So what did you think of Sean and Sarah?
Um, but first of all, I'm gonna go back to Destiny because I still don't get her purpose. Like,
Right.
what are you still harassing this man for? You know what I'm saying? Why are you still harassing him? You say you're gonna leave him alone. The money would be great, but you just gonna leave it alone. But then you still call him and you're mad. You're acting like, whoa, why you being like this when he hangs up on you? But why are you calling him? It's
Right.
not his baby. You said for sure, yeah, it's not your baby. And then even him, the stupid comment he made was like, what, is it mine or something? Now, if she's pregnant and you know y'all ain't been together in 2 years, you know it's not yours. And he's
Yeah.
talking, my math is great right now. Well, obviously not if you even had to ask that question. So I'd be like, you're pregnant? Because that means you ain't had a baby yet, which means that ain't my baby. So what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Not, I got a 2 year old or a 3 year old, So I'm like, that part right there is weird to me.
Hey, B.
But as far as the other kids, I do hope that he gets more involved in his other kids' lives, and especially like if the daughter can be, um, yeah, exactly. Like it don't even make sense.
Yeah, why is
Like,
she bothering him? I
yeah,
think
her,
she's trying to get a little maternity check out this deal,
yeah.
probably.
And she's not even really causing any drama yet. So like, until y'all can make her cause some drama, like she needs to go away because her stuff is irrelevant. Like we saying that she just a woman with a bunch of kids who she don't even have custody of. It just
Yeah,
don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it ain't even like they're with their dad. Some of them are like with um family friends and stuff. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, so that meant you were with dudes that can't even step it up to take their kids either. So yeah, I don't know. I think this baby, if she can't do it, I think that husband will take this baby because he seemed like he's not psycho or like unstable. I guess I don't know. Um, she's the one that comes off a little crazy to me, not necessarily the ex, but I don't know nothing about her husband. Um, but anyways, whatever about her because she's so irrelevant. I guess we still gonna have to see what happens because whatever reason they want her on the show, maybe there's gonna be some plot twist that's gonna get crazy. I don't know. But
Yeah,
right now, she gets on my nerves because I'm like, why are we even following her? But
yeah.
were you gonna say something or are you just agreeing?
Oh, I was just gonna say, crazy that she's still calling Sean when we've seen already when she calls her husband, he's there for her. So
Yeah,
what is the deal with Sean?
yeah. Because I mean, honestly, he don't owe her any money for real. Like he really does not owe her any money. So it's like, yeah,
All right, so B says, you think the baby would be better with the dad? I think so, because something's going on. I'm not sure if it's drug use or what's going on, where she keeps losing these kids.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I guess if
something's
she's
not
still
right.
in jail, it makes sense. And then it's
Yeah,
like, maybe she can get her life together with this one. But I mean, you had 5 chances and you still ain't getting it right. So I don't know. It's like it ain't, because like in Sean's case, his baby mama is with his kids. You know what I mean? And all of them are there with the mom and all that stuff. So it's not like, he just hasn't been a good dad, but it's not like his kids are spread out everywhere and, you see them when you can, when you got time. Like that whole comment that she made, I wouldn't even say it on TV. I would have left it alone. But yeah, and then I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about that dad. I mean about the husband, so I don't know if the kid will be better with him, but she just seemed off. Like, I mean, she still looks like a current drug addict to me, but I don't know. I might just be being mean. I don't know. And then as far as Kelly, the kids and all that, I mean, I do hope that, they can all get, bond and be okay for the sake that the man is remarried. He does have a baby on the way. So this is the new life. So they're gonna have to just adjust to it.
and it seems like now that Kelly has met Sarah, now she's more willing. Like she was like, yeah, Gracie can go there, um, and stuff like that. So it
But
seems like
I'm
now,
thinking why Gracie needed permission and Gracie grown.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, it seems like they have to be overbearing a little bit with her, whatever.
I guess because she's mental or emotionally not
Mm-hmm.
stable or I don't know. But and I guess because she was the only girl, maybe they really extra babied her. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe nice to know if he's seeing the rest of his kids, but we know he's seen 2 of them. But what about the other 4? Like, has he seen them, or
I
is he going
know,
to
but
see
he
them?
he was saying he wanted to go down there. Then he said that other little statement where he was like he wants to do better by his kids. I'm like, I hope he does. I hope
Yeah,
he really does.
yeah. I really do too, because I mean he needs to. I mean he got to do the right thing for his stepkid. He got to do the right thing for his current, the new baby, as well as his kids that he already had. Like, be a better dad all around. Period. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
can treat that stepkid good, then you need to be treating your kids that aren't there good as well. Um, and closing that bridge, like be a better blended family. Like have your, get your kids sometimes, or you and Sarah, whenever y'all can, go visit them. Whatever. But because the other ones need to see the sister too, not just the girl. Like the
Mm-hmm.
other kids see their baby sister too. And then as far as Sarah, he said, I want to buy them lunch. She said, no. He said, but that's what I used to do. She said, yeah, you used to. I
Yeah,
said, this is what I do.
he would have them homeless if he was managing the money. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh.
That's crazy. Because, I mean, I don't know that he probably does mismanage it, but I don't know. I mean, has he ever been, like, without somewhere to stay or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they've showed him, like, doing bad ever, but.
Not necessarily bad, but I remember on one episode, he borrowed money from Kelly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably good that she's managing it. It just was funny because it just came off real like punkish because he's like, so I can't have the money. She was like, no, it's just like you know what I'm saying? Like he was looking all sad and just. So I kind of was like, oh, and then she just rolled over and went to sleep. Like, yeah, I said what I said, and then that was it. So that part was kind of funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I think that it's good that she's managing the money and that maybe I mean maybe once every other month or something, maybe let him have $40, $50. I don't know how many people he supervises, but to just do something for his people, because it is nice when supervisors or whatever can do things like that or will.
Yeah,
However, you do got a baby on the way, and blowing money on lunch for no reason isn't necessary when you got responsibilities.
right.
Maybe as a treat quarterly, or when something did happen, because like she said, is it a congratulations for something, or is it just cause? And he was like, just cause, and it's like, nah, because how many times do you do it just cause, you know? So that's all I had on them.
Yeah. Right. Well, B, if you are still watching, the link is down there. Go ahead and join. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Chaz and Branwin. That's the next couple we're going to talk about. All righty. So the next couple is Chaz and Branwin, I guess, as I've already just said. So they were our next couple. All right. And so this episode starts off. Chaz is like reflecting, and he's saying he didn't do anything for Branwin to treat him the way that she did, and she was out of line. She was cussing at him, just acting a fool for no reason. All right, and so we see Branwin is with her friend Tara, and it looks like I guess they're still remodeling, or she's trying to help her remodel her kitchen, and so they're all in there, and they are annoying me actually in the scene because they're just ragging on Chaz and trying to make it seem like, yeah, Chaz is trying to control you. And Branwin's like, yeah, he's he's dealing with other women and stuff. He's not dealing with other women. Knock it off, Branwin. Knock it off. And one of her friends even had the nerve to call him a snake. And Branwin was just sitting there okay with her friend saying this about Chaz. Chaz is not a snake. Is he clingy? Does he do a lot of annoying things? Absolutely, but you shouldn't be allowing these females to call him a snake and just talk about him the way that he is. And what is crazy is she's like, well, Chaz treats me like, I'm a prostitute or something. And she was like, and what if I was? Is that how he would really talk to me? Look, if you are a sex worker, he deserves to know that. I'm sorry, that's your husband. If you are a sex worker, he deserves to know that. And he has every right to question you about that. If he's suspecting it, and it does look awfully sneaky, some of the things that you're doing, because like he looks her up on her site, and he sees somebody, I guess, leaving like what do you call it, a review, where apparently he had a show with her and one of her friends, we think, or he's assuming that it's Tara by the email address. But apparently, she did a show with whoever this Tara is for this person. And so that dings off to Chaz, like, wait a minute. Tara was saying that she you know, didn't want Branwin to leave. She doesn't want to lose her friend. He's like, no, she just doesn't want to lose her partner. I was like, see, all right. And so the next thing we know, Branwin's ex shows up and over there at Tara's house, and they talk. And he asks her, "Are you leaving Portland?" And she says, "No, I'm staying in Portland." So I guess she has made up her mind she's not going with Chaz. All right, and she tells us some of the backstory of her and her ex, and how he used to ghost her, then pop back up, and all that kind of stuff. And they sit in the kitchen and they talk. And while they're talking, Chaz is texting her. But of course, she ignores the phone. She's not saying anything. But we know it's Chaz because we see Chaz back at the hotel. And he's like pouring out his heart via text messages. And I'm like, whoo. And she's just ignoring it. So B says, who actually talks to a worker nice, though? Especially if you're thinking they are your nice wife. See, this is why B. I told you come on up. I wanted to hear your thoughts on them. All right, Reese. So, what are your thoughts on Chaz and Branwin this week? I tell you, I was mad. I have to admit,
She
I
got her
was mad.
son right now. That's why she can't come up
Uh
yet.
huh.
She got her son right now,
Oh, okay.
so that's why the baby. Um, I'm so sick of this girl. Every time she gets in them comments, in the little backstage thing, and she's like saying stuff to make it sound like she think he cheating and stuff. That junk is really, really, really irking me because I'm like, this man ain't doing all that. Like, that's not happening. So,
Right.
um, it's like, why are you, what I'm saying, tripping like this? Like, why are you sitting up here acting like, oh, I can't trust them, this and that. And then, I don't know if you've seen like the preview for like the next season of Love During Lockup, and like the dude was talking about, oh, I got my or he was like, the dude has a teardrop on the eye. That mean he killed somebody, even though like I don't know, it wasn't a colored in one, but it was still a little outline of a teardrop. So when her new dude walks in, he got 5 teardrops. I'm like, dude, this is what you
I didn't
want?
even notice that.
That's the first thing because when I was watching it, I kept seeing that that preview, and it was like I can say this preview by heart. It kept saying it so much, but so when he walked in, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like he killed 5 people. I'm like, I'm saying? This is what you want, and then like the way she looked at him and was like, he's so handsome, and I'm like, that's what you want.
I
Only
mean,
thing I would give him is maybe his voice. Like when you comparing his voice to Chaz, yeah, that's more tolerable. But his face, I don't know. Like all it just being covered in that many tattoos. Like to me, you got to be fine for me to be able to see past all them tattoos on your. Like if you got them like on neck, but when they're all on your face, you got to be fine to pull that off. Like I gotta look at you and be like, you know what? I don't even see them tattoos. This is fine. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it. I don't see it. And then the dude sits there and tells her, or she tells us, not only did he leave her once, when she had took him back or whatever, but then he turned around and did it 2 more times. And the last time was when she went to jail because she wasn't supposed to be with him and something about the probation and stuff. I guess she violated it. And
hmm
I'm like, this man that did this to you 3, 4 times. I but what energy? What energy is he matching? What
maybe that whole I don't care. Maybe he accepts her sex workerish lifestyle, but she did say he don't ask her how she gets her money.
yeah.
But it's funny because Chaz doesn't ask her, but Chaz is under the impression she doesn't have any money.
Yeah. But now he's asking. Yeah, that's true. Streets for the streets. That's right. She for the streets and he for the streets. So Chaz
Mhm.
need to let the streets have her because like literally that chick is no good. Like you listen to her in the confess, she backtracks and double talks on so much junk. Like I'm not a sex worker, but what you wouldn't love me if I was a sex worker? I don't see no problem with sex workers. I think they're fine people. Okay, say you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have no problem with a sex worker either, but if I found out my husband was a sex worker and he didn't tell me, I feel like that's a right I need to know because there's
Mhm.
safety in that. Like what if you
Right.
bring him home? It's I should know like that hey, I got this husband that's out there on the street selling his stuff. At least if I know it and I accept it, then that's me. But don't
Right.
do it without me knowing you doing it. And especially when you don't even want to be with me sexually. So I'm sorry if you was like this crazy chick in the bed and we just was just nonstop craziness and then I find out like, oh, you a sex worker, but well shoot, I'm just addicted to this, so I'm gonna accept it. Whatever the case may be. But he can't even say that because she only gave it to him one time. But yet, like I said before, you can go out and sleep with all these random strange, what I'm saying, dudes that you don't even know who, yeah, they're gonna pay you 100 and something bucks, whatever, but Chad probably give you more than that. You know what I'm saying? Give him
And
some, he'll give you more than that.
and the sad part about it is, like Chaz is trying to give her everything she needs, and from the looks of it, I don't know that Chaz can afford to really do that, but he's trying. And how is he supposed to feel to know that he's doing all of that he can to make sure you're straight, but you're out here,
Being for the streets.
hey, being for the streets.
But it just, I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, it's obvious that her taste is bad, guys. She's not a good girl herself, so her taste is bad, guys.
Hmm.
And that's what she wants, point blank. I mean, and they don't help Chaz's case when they go back and show the scenes where he's like, when she was like, I can't wait. He's like, I missed the person who I used to be like, I love you, and she wanted to make sure she knew I loved her, and then she was like, I can't wait to see you. I love you, love you. He's like, I love you too. He's all jumping around, and I was like, y'all not helping his case by re-showing scenes like that. Like I remember when that happened, but don't re-show that at this time because he already looked like a loser. So then like re-showing that, made him look even like more like I don't know. I don't want to say gullible or sissy or what. I don't know. It just made him look real like it demasculates him more when you saw how he responded to her "I love you" text, and even though it technically was cute, but at this point in the show, like showing that it was like, yeah, I could have just showed that she was doing that. You have to show his response because it's probably
Yeah.
me. They being messy. Um, but yeah, I don't get this new dude, and um, yeah, I don't know. I guess the fact that he for the streets, she for the streets, like B said, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
And right. He already looks bad. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
let him have his heartbreak and his dignity at the same time.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, cause he was like, I can't leave without getting to the bottom. I'm like, oh my god, Chaz, she's gonna destroy this dude.
mm-hmm.
She's gonna do him worse than some of these other people and did these people. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and she's so heartless about it too. And then if you don't really want Chaz, why are you talking about some? Oh, you don't love me if I was a sex? Do you care? You don't love him, so I don't know. I'm just. Ugh.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's really late. I think
We
it's
understand. Yeah, they're not gonna like. Mhm.
so. It's like I don't know. I'm just yeah. I'm over her, and I can't wait for something to happen. Like, and then a part of me is like, I hope that dude runs off again.
He is.
Yeah,
That's the history he's giving her.
yeah,
So far, he's gonna do it again.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to wish bad on nobody because heartbreak hurts.
Yeah,
But
yeah, and that's I'm not necessarily wishing heartbreak on her, but
no, but you're
his his
hurting somebody else in the
yeah.
process to be with somebody who's gonna hurt you, and it's like, do you even care that you're gonna break this man's heart like into 1,000 pieces to be with somebody who keeps breaking your heart? It's just silly to me.
Yeah, and then she's got her cheerleader squad behind her, So yeah, she's gonna do it. She's
And then
gonna.
she come out, bye bye, Chaz. Welcome in, whatever his name is, and then was like, should we give y'all some privacy? It's like I'm so annoyed by them. I'm like, can her friends? She needs to move away. She needs to move away. You got bad friends who want you to be with the dude who keeps hurting you, versus the one who wants to give you a better life, and y'all supposed to be her besties. Like, mm-mm. Probably just as shady as the chick that told on her.
Hmm. Yep, absolutely. All right. So we're going to our next couple, and that was Brittany and Ray. Okay. And so we see Brittany and Ray are together. Brittany walks into a room, turns on a light, and Ray is asking her to turn it off because he has a hangover. So then, of course, she starts questioning him. Was there strippers there? And he was like, well, yeah, they were there, or whatever. And so she tells him that she's going to go and meet, I think that was her sister's name, the Shamitra girl,
Mm.
Shamitra, or whatever. I think that's her sister. And but in reality, she's actually going to meet with an attorney, and she didn't want to tell Ray. All right, so she heads over to the attorney's office, and she talks to him about the prenup. That she's thinking about getting a prenup, and she has some questions about some things. So she asks about her inheritance. Says she stands to inherit some things from her parents. Could Ray possibly get those things? And the attorney explains to her no, that inheritance are gifts, so he wouldn't be able to get hands on that. And she asks about restitution, his restitution. And the attorney tells her that no, you won't be held responsible for that. And she was like, well, what if we have children? Could it be passed down to the children as a debt onto them? And the lawyer was like, no. What I did find interesting, she didn't ask about her house. And I think we talked about that before. I was like, I don't think Ray is going to try to take her house because that's him taking on a mortgage. But I did find that interesting that she didn't ask that. And so then the lawyer had brought up to her, was like, "Do you think Ray has some hidden assets?" And she's like, "I don't think so, but I'll ask him about it." So then she goes back home and she ends up telling Ray that she went to go see this attorney. And she tells him kind of what the attorney says. And she ends up telling Ray that she doesn't want to get the prenup. Right. Alrighty. So Reese, tell me, what were your thoughts on Brittany and Ray this week?
Um, I like the maturity in their conversation that they had about the strippers and stuff. Like, I felt like, in the past, Brittany was like a little more crazy. So maybe she's more trusting of him now, when he says things. So I did like that. Um, they definitely not the same as they were the past seasons. That she was like, all crazy, making them sleep on the couch, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as far as the prenuptial agreement and stuff, I still think they should. But I mean, because the lawyer said, they're both gonna have to have their input into it. It's not like she gonna just be able to write it up and then he blindsigns it. Like, you're gonna know exactly what's in it, and you can even put the things you don't want her to have access to in it. Like if your family leaves you with something, just to solidify it so that she can't just come after it or something.
Well, that's what
But
the lawyer was saying, is that it would be considered a gift. So if he can't go after her inheritance, she
yeah,
can't go after his. Yeah.
but she didn't say that to him though. I think
No,
she
she
just
didn't.
yeah. So I mean, he wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
But
but no,
I
no.
still think he's just looking at it from a negative standpoint, and I don't think it's a negative thing necessarily. Um, like unless you're filthy rich and you're like, I want prenup, and I'm like, why? Because you don't want me to get none of your money. You think I'm gonna leave you, and you think I'm marrying you for your money. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd also be like, well, if we're gonna do it, you're gonna have to still put a clause in there. I'm getting something. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna leave me high and dry if you leave me. But especially you rich. Yeah, I know I ain't come in with it, but I'm gonna leave with them if you're rich and you leave me like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's only that sound real gold diggerish, but I mean, if somebody if they rich, you know, good and well, ain't no broke person ain't gonna leave a marriage broke after they've been married to somebody rich. It just don't happen. So that's really, I guess, the main thing that people think of with prenups is that type of stuff. But I mean, just because of like the restitution and all that stuff, like he said, it's just more of a added security blanket. So I mean, it ain't necessary. So I mean, I don't think she's making the wrong decision by not doing it. But at the same time, like, I don't know, maybe if she explained it to him, or if they went together and talked to the lawyer, so that if he had questions he could ask, then I think it would be more clear if that's the direction they really want to go. But if she's not gonna do it and she don't want to and she cool with that, then I don't really feel like the parents really can say anything other than, what, well, we're gonna take you out the inheritance. If Unless there's more to this inheritance than we know, then what's she really losing if they take her out? She making it like she gonna get like some mansions and cars and lots of money and stuff. I don't see
Yeah.
that. So I don't know. Cause she was saying, she was on that lawyer, she's gonna inherit, her family, she would, her inheritance. And I'm like, what? you
But
know,
remember from season one, Brittany was always blowing up everything that she has.
yeah.
She was basically making herself seem like a debutante. But once we start seeing her life, I'm like, where is this debutante lifestyle at?
Mm,
I don't really see that.
no, I don't hear it. And then um I don't know. I mean, I'm glad she came clean with what she did, like, soon. It wasn't like a lot of time passed before she said where she went. She told him right away. So I can
Hmm.
respect that. Um, Again, like, I've seen growth in them, and I hope they do make it, because I've seen growth. And I at first, because she was all like crazy acting, I didn't like them, but I actually think I do like them as a couple, and I hope they make it, because he seemed like he really is a good dude. And I
Yeah.
think, like, she went to that lawyer to look out for herself, her future kids. So it's, to me, it's understandable, and I hope Ray wouldn't hold that against her for real, that she went. Um, and just know, like, hey, if y'all gonna not do it, it's a mutual thing. It shouldn't be that we're not doing it because you won't sign, and it shouldn't be we're gonna do it just because you want to do it. Like, I really feel like they need to have that conversation, like, and be mature about it, like they are about other things. So That's what I got. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I can't think of much else because I can't remember like everything that the lawyer said to her. But I think that was pretty much it. Just that I really saw a lot of maturity in them
Yeah,
today, and I was like, hmm,
yeah. I saw a lot of maturity in her, which I felt like was good. It
yeah,
was see her not acting like a baby or telling
yeah.
him he's not being mature. Um, so
I
yeah,
did
that
think it was funny. Sorry, when they zoomed up when they went back to the little scene with the dude with the little whipped cream. He was like, "What did you brush strippers?" And then she was like, "It wasn't like nothing like that." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm glad you said it like that because it really
all
was.
right.
That ain't
But
nothing to brag about to nobody."
yeah, just thought she didn't play that one up too much. Alrighty, so next was Chance and Taylor. Okay, so Chance tells the girls that Taylor is pregnant, which I felt like, why didn't he just let her say it? But I don't know. Oh, so B was agreeing with us. She said that yes, they got mature. So we're all seeing it. So perfect. All right. So Chance and Taylor. So Chance told Taylor's girls that Taylor was pregnant. Now I don't know if they talked about it before that scene or whatever, that he'd be the one to tell them. But I don't know. They're just gonna bother me. So we see that Chance is upset with Taylor because she is stalling out on this wedding. She's saying that she just wants to focus on the baby. And then once she really told us like her backstory, I totally understood why she doesn't want to deal with the stress, the pressure, and of planning a wedding right now. I totally get it, because she talked about her son that she lost. And, once she went into the details of that, it's like, I get it. You're scared. You're pregnant and you're scared that you're going to lose that baby. And the last thing you want to do is to be focusing on anything else. I totally get it. Um, I just wish the Chance would get that. But he's just whining, well, I'm ready for the next step in my life and I want to get married and la la la. And I'm just like, calm down, killer. Just calm down. You know, or as B say, chill, bruh, chill. Yes. And so they go to have an ultrasound of the new baby. And so the lady, they said they didn't want to know the gender because they're going to have a gender reveal. And so they don't find out what the baby is. Because the lady, she said she'll put it in an envelope. She'll write it down and put it in the envelope. And so Taylor leaves out of the room. And Chance is like, I don't want to seem like an a hole, but can we do a paternity test? I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't be laughing. This really wasn't funny. But I was just like, the nerve of this man. She just went to the bathroom and you trying to get a paternity and find out how to get a paternity test. Like, girl, I, I was on an emotional roller coaster in this episode. And that scene right there, it bothered me. Okay, so tell me your thoughts on Chance and Taylor this week.
You saw B comment.
Oh, yes, chill, bruh. I'll let me put it up there. Yes, chill, bruh.
Yeah, she said he's rushing for no reason, and I agree. And I'm so confused. Why is he rushing like this? Like,
I feel
chill,
like
bro.
I hate to
Chill.
cut you off. Yeah, I hate to cut you off, but I feel like he's got some ulterior motives going on.
Yeah,
Something going on why he wants to be married super quickly.
yeah. It has to be because, like y'all said, like maybe there's something like with this money scheme and something he's doing. Because it's like he was like, I get it. You don't want to rush and get married. You want to hold off. Blah blah blah. But what about me? I want to move on to the next. It's like you're not a girl. Like, what you doing, bruh? Like, men don't usually be that way. Like, and I could see if maybe she said, I don't want to get married ever. And he's like, yeah, but this is what I want. I want to move. She just saying she want to wait because she's scared about the pregnancy and she want to make sure, everything's good and maybe give them even more time. Like, maybe, yeah, I think so now because of the
He's
way he
giving
was.
me very
Yeah,
much similar vibes.
yeah. I didn't think of it like that at first, but this episode kind of, to me, solidified that one. I'm like, oh yeah, he's up to something, and whatever that something is, he needs to be married for it to be complete. I don't know. I'm nervous for her, but maybe she doesn't 100% trust everything either. So that's why she's also backing down a little bit. Like, wait, why you pushing so fast, so quick? Why are you rushing? She might be in her mind saying, "Chill, bro, chill, for real."
Hmm.
And then like it was cute at the ultrasound and all that stuff. It saw the baby. And she said the baby was flipping them off. I was like, yeah, it did look like that. Like it was holding up two of them, like both fingers. I was like, oh my god, that baby bad already. Um, I hope it's a boy for them. All of them want a boy. It sound like. I hope it's a boy. I'm sure if it's a girl, hey, there's plenty of them around, so she'll just fit right in. Even though the girls seem like they're like, okay, we tired of all these girls and boy. But it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, so B says that's the vibe
Yeah,
that I get. He want marriage for some motive.
yeah,
Exactly. And I'm very scared because if he wants this marriage for his scammer reasons, that means he's about to tie Taylor into the scam.
yeah. And that ain't fair to her. He know that girl got 3 kids already, and now you done got her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a woman with 4 kids and potentially gonna do it on her own if he is on some scammer type stuff. But hopefully he just needy and clingy, and maybe he think that, hey, I knocked her up, and now I put the ring on her, now she want to cheat. Because apparently he must be getting the vibe that because she don't want to get married right away, she must be cheating. Which I'm like, this dude is, if he is thinking like that, like he's very emotional, like a girl,
Yeah.
are you cheating? Like, what's making you act all like suspicious of her? Like, what has she done to make you even remotely think that? I'm like, I don't have no doubt in my mind that neither one of them have cheated on each other. I really think they both have been 100% faithful with each other. I would be surprised if either one of them have cheated. Honestly, like I don't get that vibe from neither one of them. Um, you talk about Brown with them, yeah, yeah, I get that vibe that she just would be cheating all day long. Chaz, no. Same with Taylor and Chance. I don't think they're cheating on each other.
So B says she thinks he be trying to go for from life after lockup to for my man.
Stop tripping, B. It ain't like that.
No.
It ain't like that, B. Stop tripping.
And that I don't know. It's something up with him. Something
Yeah,
up.
something's not right with him.
Yeah. And
And
so
yeah.
I just hope she either delays it enough that the truth comes out before she marries him, or I hope we're wrong. But if we're wrong, then he's very controlling. Like these are like some really scary signs that he's showing.
Mhm.
Um, it's like, oh, you want to marry me? Then paternity test because you cheating. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like
So what did you think about him asking for the paternity test while she was in the bathroom?
that was a shock. I wasn't expecting that to be what he said. I thought he was gonna try to sneak and see the gender or something, or I don't know. But I'm like, he's like, I'm just trying to. Can you do a paternity test? And he was dead serious. I'm like, chill, bro, chill. Like,
Yeah.
I got no more words from Chance and threw me off. Like, I don't understand him no more. Like, he just was on one this whole episode.
B says, I'm a cancer and I'm never wrong. So am I, B. So am I. I'm a cancer too. And I be peeping that stuff like, mm-mm. Like, nah. Mm-mm. And then what is crazy to me is he's in there asking that woman for paternity test. Like, he hasn't said any of this to Taylor. His concerns of paternity.
I didn't feel like he's even accused her of cheating or said nothing to those lines. Like, yeah, because she don't want to get married because you know what I'm saying. And I think a paternity test right now is that ain't like the amniocentesis thing where they got to stick the long needle. Because I'd be like, you gonna wait till this baby come out? I'm not doing that. I
Yeah,
don't know how they do them. If it's
I,
that, do it.
yeah, I don't know if I was the only one that picked up. She looked miserable in that truck heading to that appointment.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then because she was like almost like she's sensing something because she was like, and it could be that she is scared that it's a boy, and that's just what's going through her mind. That could be what her whole issue is right now, why she was acting weird. But it was also like how he was like, and I understand, you said you don't want to get married, and then she's like, and I'm not changing my mind. Like I think she said in her confessional, she's like, and I'm not changing my mind. And she's dead serious. I'm like, you know what? I gotta give it to her. Like she usually seemed like the more the pushover, but I'm glad she kind of taking charge and standing up for herself. Like, don't let this man just come in and push everything to the way he wanted, and that's it.
Hmm.
Like, no.
Yeah. All right, Sean. So, what are your thoughts on Chance and Taylor this week?
Mm, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, but oh, I'm sorry. I was going to bring up B's comment real quick. B makes a good point. If you think I cheat, then why do you want to marry me and marry me so quickly?
Yeah, you don't know if that's your baby, but let's get married.
Hmm.
Mm, yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you out there, Sean.
No, that's no problem. This would be uh, the chance.
Hmm.
Yeah. Him having his doubts about the baby being his. Uh, I'll say that's because, yeah, I can get it. I'll play along with him. The fact that she don't want to marry him in his mind because he don't know. She never talked to him about the reason why. And so if she was to open up and share with him the reason why, then that would make him not have all these doubts. Because when you don't have the full picture of something, you come up with your own answers. So in his mind, the reason why she don't want to get married is because there must be someone else. Because why would she not marry him with that 750 credit score? I'm saying, because everybody can't get 750. Some people can't even get 700. So with all that he has to offer, the 750 credit score, his mechanical skills, his construction skills, the heart that he's willing to give up work to spend with the girls, you know, why would she not want to marry him? So in his mind, that's what's the reasons, got to be someone else, that's telling her not to marry. So if there's someone else, okay.
B
So
says, good perspective, can't debate that.
yeah. So if there's someone else, then the chance is okay. If there's someone else, how long has this other person been around? Is this that person's baby? So if you can let me know on the side without letting her know, then I would know without her knowing that I know. So that's why he had to sneak about it. Uh, now the Taylor, her she needs to just tell the man the reason why, because she's worried that she don't want a boy because she's scared because of what happened the last time she had a boy. The baby died, the fiance died, so she probably thinking, because I think she said it a couple of episodes ago, that she's worried that the same thing might happen in this year. She's pregnant, she got the fiance, the pregnancy, the baby might die, she might lose the pregnancy, and then she lose the man also. So she just want to wait till the pregnancy is complete, and then once the baby is here and healthy, then she'd be ready to marry. So she was just to open up with him, that would give him, take away some of his concerns about the whole ordeal.
All right, so look, Sean gonna have something to say here. So
Come
me
on, D.
on
Come
other
on.
levels, it's hilarious.
Log on. Log on. Come on. Come on.
Don't be don't no. I'm about to steal B's line again. Chill, bruh. Chill. Don't be trying to start no fights with me.
Cheers, brother.
Uh,
Cheers.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And it's not just men, because women, if your woman, oh girl,
Uh-oh, you
okay,
just summoned her up.
what's
Okay.
her name?
I hope you her
Marcelina's wife.
Marcelino's wife.
Yes. She, being a woman, she don't have all the answers. And the first thing she comes up with, he's cheating. So it's not just a man thing. It's the fact
But
that you
I
don't
mean,
have all of the
okay.
information. And because you don't have the information, the first thing comes to your mind is what you think it is.
Okay, so let me throw in my 2 cents about that. Now, with the Marcelino and Brittany thing, I personally, I don't think we're going to find out that Marcelino is actually cheating on her, but he's giving the signs. I haven't seen Taylor giving Chance signs that she could be
She
doing
did. To him, his signs might not be your signs. His
something.
signs is now all of a sudden she don't want to get married. Why she don't want to get married? There
Because he's
must be
scammed.
another guy. There must
Yeah,
be
she can't
another
be because he's crazy, and she's
guy.
like, but dang, this dude don't spend money right. He acting
But,
like this.
but,
I know this.
but, but, yes, I agree with all of that. And that's what she should tell him. But she's not giving him any information.
Men thinking, I told you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But he ain't giving her nothing either because she didn't know that he was thinking like that, that she cheating. He ain't saying nothing to
But
her.
but
Right.
in all fairness, he is giving her enough reasons to not want to get married.
I agree with all of that, because he is bad with money, but and she also had hinted at without telling him that you bad with money, and then he comes back
Oh, I
and
thought you was about to say something else.
uh, oh, okay.
I'm being bad. Mhm.
Yeah, she throw them hints out there, he's bad with money, and so he didn't take those hints, so she needs to be direct with him and let him know, hey, you part of the reasons why I want to delay this marriage is because of the finances. You're not good with finances. We need to work on that. But she's not telling him anything. So because he do not know, he's going off of his imagination, his stuff. And the reason that he
That's
had,
fucking stupid.
yeah, not that is right. The
No,
reason
I'm
why,
saying that's stupid by acting like that though.
yeah, because in his confession, because he was like, she's hiding something, and I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it. You know, so he's hiding something. She think that she's cheating. She's cheating.
I still think he crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you because we can see all this going on. And we can see that she's not cheating. She's not showing any signs of cheating, and she has a lot of legitimate reasons not to marry the guy. So and I was like, yeah, that's good that she's standing her ground, that she's not going to give in to his uh cunning ways or his deceitful ways or his uh
This way.
but yeah. So she's holding her ground and she's gonna stick with I'm not getting married. I'm not I'm yeah, that's it is what it is until after the baby's born. But
But being that he sat in that ultrasound, shouldn't that have changed his perspective a little bit? Like now you got the full story on what happened with the baby, which I'm sure he knew that. But now that he got the full story on the baby, you don't think that should have changed his mind on how he acting a little bit?
well, once a person individuals are different, people are different. So because if you got it in your mind that your mate is up to no good until you get the proof that you need, and it doesn't matter what comes up. People stuff can keep on coming up to prove your theory wrong, but yet because you still think that gotta be cheating. I just need to know. I just need that last little bit, and for me to know for sure is the pregnancy, not the pregnancy, the paternity test. Then I'll know for sure without 100% doubt that she's been faithful this whole time.
But that don't tell him she's fake, but doesn't mean it ain't the other person's baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheating.
yeah, that's right. But still, what he needs.
That's crazy.
Might
Because
not be what you need.
if I really thought somebody was cheating, it'd just be more on the lines of, okay, let me make sure this is my baby so that I'm not taking care of somebody else's baby. But don't mean I'm going to trust that you ain't cheating just because it's my baby. It just meant I did what I did first. He might have came right behind me. Mine made it.
Yeah, could be. That could be the thought too, because it could be the thought might come up that okay, I know for sure that the baby is mine, so I know for sure that she didn't cheat during the pregnancy thing. But who's to say that she's not cheating? So that thought might come back in his head because she probably still be like, "Oh, I don't want to get married," and then he probably thinking that, "Oh, okay, the guy must still be in the picture." But his way of thinking. But that's how some
So
people
he probably thinking like, is it my baby? 99.8% yes. It's like, okay, let's get married now? No.
yeah, who's the other guy? You know.
It's so weird. Can't it just be that maybe she just ain't into you? Maybe she falling out for love. I don't know.
Are you asking me that?
No, I'm saying for him, like I just don't get why he got to go that route.
Well,
Like maybe the stuff he doing is turning her off, and she just like second
no,
thought.
he would never see that. Not him.
Now that I agree with you on.
It's not
Yeah,
him.
I
It's,
agree with you. He would
I
never.
agree with that.
so because
It's
it's not him,
sad, but
it must
I agree.
so if it's not him, it must be someone else in the picture.
Yeah, because he's a catch.
Right.
He's this great guy. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move on to Lindsay and Deontay. Now this is another group that just keeps so mad. Watch them now. All right, so let me break down Lindsay and Deontay this week. All right, so we see Lindsay, she's calling Blaine on the phone and telling him to come pick her up. All right, and so as she's sitting on the side, she's like sitting down at a little table or whatever on the side of the road, and Deontay walks up to her and it's like, "So is Blaine the reason, for this or whatever?" And she's like, "Yeah, Blaine is my next stop." Which that was a horrible way to tell him. It was a horrible way in which she told him. And he walks off from her and she calls her friend and she's just like, "Well, yeah, I'm done with him," and la la la. And I think what was bothering me most about her being on the phone with her friend is like she's not even taking any accountability because Deontay, he has sensed that something wasn't quite right between you and Blaine. And then now you done just sat here and told this man right after you just got done telling him there was nothing for him to worry about. Then you tell him, yeah, Blaine is going to be your next man. Like, I'm not understanding where you're coming from with this. And then you got the nerve to sit on the phone with your friend and try to make Deontay sound like such a bad guy. It's like what you just did in that one little sentence was so jacked up. Because Deontay's been feeling it the whole time, and clearly his intuition was not wrong. Um, and so he calls Derek on the phone and he's venting to Derek about what has just conspired with him and Lindsay. And so he ends up getting back into his car. He's on the passenger side. He also started picking up some of those letters, which I think I would have left them there on the ground. There's no need for me to pick them up, except for maybe I don't want my address laid on the road. Maybe that's what that was about. I don't know. And so Blaine shows up. So then Blaine, I didn't like this scene either. So Blaine asked Lindsay, "Are you done with him?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you sure you're done with him?" He's like, "Yeah." So it's like that was his go. She basically hit his go button every time she said it. So then he walks over to Deontay because he's looking for a fight now. Right? So he walks up to Deontay's car. Deontay's not bothering him. Deontay had not said a word to him. All he had to do was get in his truck with Lindsay and drive off, but that's not what he chose to do. He chose to go pick a fight with Deontay. He walks up to the car and he's trying to start a fight. Deontay's like, "I don't want to talk right now. Just leave me alone." But he still wants to keep on. Now, your new woman has a warrant out for arrest. If somebody called the police and they show up over there, what's going to happen? She can't even bail you out. That's if she doesn't get caught up in all this mess. And so Deontay ends up standing up outside his car and saying some words back to Blaine. And then Lindsay comes up, pushes Deontay, and then grabs Blaine, pulling him off. Like, why are you touching Deontay, Lindsay? Because Deontay didn't do anything. He did absolutely nothing. That was your man who you sent over there. You gave him to go over there. And I did not like that at all. And so Lindsay ended up pulling Blaine over to, wherever their car is and they take off. But I was so angry with those scenes because I was just like, it was just wrong the way Deontay got treated, the way she broke up with him, the way she basically sicked her new boyfriend on him. I didn't like any of that. Okay, so everybody else, what are your opinions? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I want to hear everyone else's opinions.
I was gonna let you. Uh, one, two, three. Mm.
You got to shine.
Nah, just seeing if I had an echo. But what was it? Oh, he had to pick up those letters because he's in Mississippi, and he didn't want to go to jail for littering. Get 5 to 10. The address or not. The But yeah, I thought that whole scene was crazy because it seemed like he was going to pick up the stuff and go. But the fact that Blaine, trying to show off his muscle, flex his muscle, is like, okay, you done, okay, you done, and then because he really wanted to fight Deontay for a while over his woman, didn't appreciate you doing all that you did with my woman. But I don't get that whole fight thing. And I'm glad Deontay was like, nah, I'm not trying to fight you. Now, when we saw the preview of last week when they showed the preview, they made it look like Deontay was the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay, please don't fight that man over that woman. But he wasn't the aggressor, it was Blank. And for no reason whatsoever, just to flex. So
Yeah.
and then I didn't like the fact that she ran over there and pushed Deontay, because he was not the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, her new man is the aggressor, so you should have grabbed him and y'all should have left Deontay there to his own, stuff. Now, hopefully, he said he's done. Oh,
See?
yeah, hopefully he's done with the
Bruh, chill, bruh.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. You ready to
No,
go? Go,
no.
B. The floor is
Yeah.
yours.
I thought I had to finish your review, Sean.
No, no, She got something to say. Say what you got to say.
Oh, she's just joining us just to talk.
He
Let's
You
playing.
go.
finish. Just go on finish.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He
because you don't want
playing.
to. I got plenty of honey over here. Got plenty of honey. All right. Okay then. Now, as I was saying, the old boy was trying to bring some smoke, like someone that just jumped on the thing want to bring some smoke. You know, I'm just saying. Oh, she got notes too.
Look at Sean. Look at Sean. Yeah.
Uh,
Coming for me. Coming for me.
you coming after me and stuff. But
She just made an observation. That's all.
she
I'm
made.
gonna let you go on finish. Then I'm gonna let
Nah, say what you got to say now. What you got to say now?
Okay, well, I feel as if like literally nobody. I mean, we all women, and so we was thinking like,
Wait. I'm sorry. Not we all are women. We all are not women. All right.
well, before you gave your manly opinion, sir.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just want to put it out there.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Us women were thinking in the mindset of, and I guess I got to go back because y'all started like a whole nother conversation, and I didn't hear it because. But we was thinking like, hey, like if you not ready for to get married, I mean, no, he ready to get married. If you don't feel comfortable or think that it's not your baby, then why we getting married? Then you come in and was like, well, maybe he thinks she cheating. And I was like, wait, only a man would think something like that to me. But my thing is like, if I have to jump through hoops, aka go get a paternity test, go do this, go do that, for to make you feel comfortable, then I don't want it. And I don't feel like you deserve me. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what she's thinking, because that's the way women think. Why should I have to go out my way to get a paternity test for you, the man who's supposed to want to marry me? No.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna buy the house in St. Louis.
That's the woman thing.
But she don't know about the paternity test. So
no, but she does know about him wanting to buy the house. He bought that truck. He put rims on.
so she don't know about his doubts, thinking that she's cheating.
But see, that would be just the cherry on top for me. Like if I've gone through all of this other stuff, and then now you want a paternity test.
Yeah.
That's why he have enough sense not to ask her. That's why he's going behind her back.
He's
That's
sneaky.
sneaky. Like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
sneaky.
he's being
Remember, that's
sneaky
why.
because he have enough sense to know that if he was to tell her, then that would add to her not wanting him.
he already don't trust her,
Right.
but he want to marry her. I don't get that. Why do men do that?
Women also marry people that they don't trust. So don't just be like men. You see, that is my biggest pet peeve with society as a whole, is that society believe that only women do certain things and only men do certain things. And that society as a whole believe that races do this because they say that's a black thing, that's a white thing, and so on and so forth. And because like they say about driving, only women are bad drivers. That's what people as a whole say.
And
Yes,
men don't ask for directions, right?
right. And
That's
men
it.
never
Okay.
ask for directions. Yeah, that's as a whole. But that's not. It's all about personalities and characteristics. Each person has certain characteristics, even if a man have some characteristics that a woman have, and a woman have some characteristics that a man would have. That so to say that why do men would marry someone they don't trust, women do that too. So it depends on that person, that individual.
Well, why
Look,
this man trying to marry somebody that
Because
he?
he's crazy. And like y'all said, he's trying to get that scam. He needs to get her in on the system.
and that's exactly when you go into the stereotypes. Why we not just calling crazy crazy? Because if it was her acting like this, if she was like, oh, blah, 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 you just want to cheating and this and that, you know what I'm saying? She crazy, she toxic, she this. But
Right.
he can be saying all the stuff he doing, just going out, blowing all the money, saying what he's saying, thinking how he thinking, and this is supposed to be normal, like because what? Because he a man and he's allowed to think this way, but she ain't gave him no reason. She ain't cheated on the man, but yeah, he ain't trusting her, and he ain't crazy. I know you just said it, so that's great. But when we say what society says, society don't label men as crazy all the time, and men is just as crazy as women half the time.
And I agree with you because I have my arguments with my people at work and other places that they're quick to say that oh, that's got to be a woman, or that got to be a man, type thing. So, and I was like, no, it's not. It's not always. And I love it when it's like if someone's driving, for instance, this car was speeding down the road. Speed limit is 15. And the dude that was standing next to me said that, oh, that got to be a woman. And as the person drove by speeding, it was a man. And I just looked at him and like, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, normally it's all women. Only women drive fast. So I was
Okay.
like,
How about we
Right?
also address this other elephant in the room? How men will throw out, oh, I want a paternity test, and they don't feel that that woman really did something. So what's the point in all of this?
say
I
again?
don't think he thinks that Taylor is really sleeping around, but yet he want a paternity test.
For real,
So
you
I
don't
think
see
men
many
just
women
use that
doing
as a cop out. Yeah, they use it as a cop out.
Yeah, but with him,
that. Yeah,
like I
but
said, he got to figure out why she don't want to get married. He don't have an answer, so he needs his
Why
answer.
she say why you want to get married?
Why he what?
Yeah,
Why you don't just ask her like why don't you want to get married?
exactly. That's why I was saying men
I
thinking they go
believe
all the
I
way around.
believe he did ask her. Just like she throw hints in her conversation, he throws hints too. He's like, why all of a sudden things change? Because when they was in the car driving the truck, he was like, all of a sudden things change. Why? What's different? And she never answered the question.
Maybe
So,
what's different is she pregnant.
but no. Y'all just asked why he don't just come out and ask a question. He did. So why she didn't answer the question? Because all thing she had to do is run off the list because she has a long list. And I agree with her list for the reasons why, but she needs to let him know. And once she let him know, then of course it really don't matter. If it was me and she had let me know, then I would know. Because even if she does tell him all the reasons why, he's not going to believe that. In his mind, he's going to think that it's someone else, regardless of what she say, because that's just the type of person he is. His character is. Yes. So, but he still needs to say to him, it's because of the baby, and what happened with the baby and what happened with my fiance. It's because of your spending habits, even though she told him that at the restaurant. And she told him that at the before she had told him about the baby, her hinting about your spending habits in case something comes up, an emergency comes up. So she did kind of hint, but she never said that's the reason why she don't want to be.
It's probably because every time she says something, he just kind of blowing it off too. Like, oh no, but we'll be fine because I got this, I got this. So it's like, well, I tell you because you're not gonna listen anyways.
That part.
And then with him, because he is not going to listen anyways, he thinking that it got to be someone else.
He just crazy. She need to leave him. She crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she ain't going nowhere.
She like that. She like it.
Because I saw in the preview, it looks like Bobby going to tell her that she done found herself at the rehab, and then Bobby might leave the picture, and then now she got to depend on her husband to be. But she ain't going nowhere.
Not pregnant too. I don't think so. Probably why she's sitting up unhappy. Like, dang it, I'm stuck with this
She
dude.
has to deal with him all of them and 3 kids. She has no.
So the whole time they was driving, each stop sign she saw, she's like, "Dog, I should have had a condom on." The stop sign, she's like, "Dog, I should have told him to stop." That's what that stop.
I should have told him to stop.
Yeah, we should have pulled it out. So that's why she was driving them miserably.
Yeah.
I don't know. They wild there.
And then so are we done, Miss B?
Oh, chill.
Chill. I mean, we could keep going, but this needy lie. I don't want to just go down the line, but
Gotcha.
we'll talk later.
You said we'll talk later. Oh, okay.
I like the way you think. We can have debates.
Yeah, cool beans. So but let me tell you now, I ain't never wrong. Seeing how you cancel stuff, y'all never wrong. So
we'll just be a lot of agreeing and disagreeing going on there.
No, I ain't doing that neither. Not with no cancer.
Are you a Leo or what?
Yeah, girl, you see that? You recognize royalty.
I knew it.
You recognize royalty. That's all I got to say. Long live the king.
Y'all, no matter what we say,
long live the king. Remember that. Now,
I knew it was something. Okay, go ahead.
So Deontay, Deontay is with him. Hopefully, he will listen to his mom and try something different. Because he said he done with love. I think he need to say he done with love after lockup. That's what he should have said. He should have said the whole thing. Don't just say you done with love. Say you done with love after lockup, love during lockup, love life after lockup. Say you done with all that and go get yourself.
Done with inmates.
Yeah, that's what he needs to leave alone.
And if he like Caucasian women, hey, fine. Get yourself a brunette, get you a redhead. Don't mess with any more blondes. You done had 2 of them. Let them go. Or move on to a different race. Go Asian, come back to black. Move on. Don't deal with the white blind anymore because you had it twice and it failed twice. So it's time to move on, try something different. So that's all I got.
So I'm in agreement with y'all. Like, when she put her hands on him, that really upset me. And I'm like, first of all, you just was screaming that you got warrants. Wait, let me rewind because there was a whole bunch of stuff that really upset me. First, I know it was in the last episode and they kind of showed a flashback when she called Blaine to come pick her up. Mm-hmm. As soon as he gets on the phone, it's like, come and get me now. Come get me. And it's like, first of all, you need me to come get you. You gonna lower your voice down 2 notches before you call me and say, come get you like that. Like, this better be a super emergency. And then if you want me to come get you like that, we ain't even say we together yet. But shoot, you right. I'm finna go out there and kick that boy that, you know what I'm saying, his butt, because look how you calling me. Like something crazy then went down. So now I'm coming ready to fight because you darn near crying and everything else. So I'm like, well, shoot, yeah. But to me, it's just disrespectful the way she talked to him because he ain't deserve you to call and talk like that. Then, like you said, she's on the phone making it like, oh, Deontay just being crazy. I didn't think it was like this and I just can't do this. No, you can't do it because you got interested in somebody else. That dude planted the seed. He watered the seed. He put the soil on the seed and massaged it and talked to that seed until it bloomed. And Deontay wasn't there to do anything about it. So that dude, home wrecker, wrecked the home. And now, just like Deontay said, when the next man come and wreck your home, you can't be mad because you did the exact same thing. All you need is somebody else to come plant another seed, and she gonna be like, "Oh, bloom over here now." You know what I'm saying? But Blaine, a like B said about Branwin, streets is for the streets, man. Let that girl. She want to be with like Derek said, old crackhead with barely no good teeth, whatever he said on the phone. Let her have him. Let her have him. Let them streets be for the street. Like she a inmate, he was an inmate. You know what I'm saying? They both on probation and stuff. I think because she was like he can't get in trouble either. So it's like let these two troublemakers have each other, just like the other couple. And like you said, and if he do happen to go find another blonde, don't let it be a prisoner. Just get you a regular low blonde, or go with another hair color, go with another race, go with whatever. But I think anytime somebody and like love always make you say you hate love, like when it's a heartbreak. You always like I'm sick of love, I'm not doing this again, and then you do it again, and you may get hurt, you may not. So we know what he meant when he said it, but in reality, leave these prisoners alone. You did it 3 times. Um, that's it. That's enough. Enough. They keep hurting you, so that's enough. And the way she did it was so shady because she knew she wasn't in a relationship or she wasn't messing with Blaine prior to that moment, outside of that little kiss or whatever that happened in the building that day. Unless there's something more to it that we don't know, like she has messed with him. But from what we've seen, she hasn't messed with him. So to say, yeah, when he said, "So have you been messing with this dude?" and she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I am. That's my next stop." It's like, why even like continue to fulfill his head with that? You know what I mean? Because now you got him thinking like you've been messing with him the whole time, and that wasn't necessarily the case. You just allowed this dude to plant the seed and you know what I'm saying? Insert himself. Now, for all we know, she may have always had a crush on Blaine, and then it's like, oh, he's interested in me too, yay, But that whole scene for somebody who knows she's on probation or got warrants and he on probation, to even go put your hands on somebody, you could have got caught doing that and went to jail. To call with the attitude that you called, which caused him, Blaine to come with attitude. Getting in the car, slamming the door, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? The way you saying, like, sound like something went down. So if he's now your dude, yeah, he's supposed to go fix it, I guess. The smart thing, because y'all both are probation, warrants, all this stuff, is to just leave. But what would you expect his response to be if he's this manly man and he went and told Deontay he is, and then he told Deontay you must not be much of a man, and that's why I guess she chose him. And I'm like, so why would you go and say that to him and expect that man to keep sitting down? You know what I'm saying? I hope when she sees this, she realized like Blaine was the person doing it, because I don't know if maybe from the distance she couldn't tell who was starting it. She just saw Deontay get up and just assumed he got up and was getting crazy. And then last point, it hurt my feelings when he was yelling like, "I would have never tried to get you in trouble. I wouldn't have been." And I think because he dead serious. That dude wouldn't have got her in trouble. Like she needed a way out, and she found this argument as a way out. You didn't want to be with him, so you started this up, because to me it's like she went from 0 to 100 and just angry like super fast, too quick for it to have been something that you didn't just find a way out. It's kind of like how Branwin did, oh boy. Like just went from 0 to 100 real quick, and it's like, oh, here was my out, and you just took it and ran.
Something else that I caught on to during their scenes is like Blaine, when he pulled up, it was like he pulled up as her man. So we never seen her and him actually discuss that they were going to be together. So why is it that he assumed that, unless maybe y'all did have some conversations off camera about being together? Because he showed straight as her man.
Mm-hmm. Almost like he knew she was going to end it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't like the scene. I really felt it was disrespectful. She putting her hands on him when he did nothing. Like he was telling the dude, back up. I don't want no conversation. I don't want none of that. You got her. You won. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh yeah, because you wasn't a man. Well, not yet. He got to stand up. He got to defend himself. I would have got up and probably just punched him right then. Like I ain't even gonna say nothing else. That's what you want. That's how you feel. But then again, in Mississippi, maybe it's good that he didn't do it. But then they would have all just went to jail. Then they all be in jail. Risk we would have took. You coming in? I said go away. You ain't back up. No more words. Hit.
Okay, so something else I'm gonna ask you. How did you feel about when she was on the phone with her friend and she was trying to make Deontay seem like the problem and not like you just told this man that you're not even that you're about to go be with Blaine. Like you said things that are gonna upset anybody.
Yeah.
So that
Who's
was
the,
unfair.
I thought that was her mother she was on the phone with. So it
Well,
was a friend.
whoever it was, she put up a front like Deontay was the one who was so wrong, and he's
He was
accusing
just
me of
doing
this, and
it.
he
Yeah.
would have. I mean, he rather I went and lived in my car or in a whatever whorehouse or whatever she crack house or whatever she said for $200 a week or something she was saying a month, whatever it was. But he didn't say that. He just said he didn't want you living with him, and he never gave you the solution on what he would have wanted you to do because you got into a fight and started yelling at him too quick before he even really could even say much.
Yeah. But
And
yeah, but I feel
but
like even with her saying that, he had
the right,
a reason because
yeah,
he suspected something that was obviously true because you just told him
yeah,
that you were going to be with Blaine.
yeah,
So it's not like he was just making up stuff. Like Chance is making up stuff in his head. You told him this.
yeah. And then his suspicions were actually correct. Like there was some more to it. And even for Blaine to get out and come and be disrespectful just shows that there's more to it. And it is because like when she's with him, she don't put Blaine on speakerphone. But when she's with Blaine, she puts Downtown on speakerphone to make him look stupid. So it's like you've also created this picture of this dude as being a punk. So why does Blaine walk over to him and be like, "Cause you ain't a man"? Yeah, because you painted this picture of him. That's why I say I wish Downtown had a guy and just punched him. But it ain't we ain't talking about Kevin. You know, Kevin would have just laid him out. But um, when she was talking to the mom or the friend or whoever, that again, like it was annoying because you did not say any of the part that you played. You didn't say like he's mad because when he came in, Blaine was acting all extra, like questioning him, like like I don't know, stuff that to me ain't his business. You're the roommate. You don't have to ask me all these questions. Why do you need to know A, B, and C about me and her? That's us, like not you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving her a place to stay, but that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't even be no more than that. Shouldn't be explaining yourself and then the hug and kiss on the head and all that other stuff. It's like now all that stuff make more sense if they did have something extra going on that they weren't talking about. But if she knew that, she should have never even had him come down there.
Yeah.
She knew that's what she was gonna do.
All right. So B, you got any thoughts on Deontay and Lindsay?
I feel the same way. Like, you know for a fact that you really don't just care about this dude like that. And I think it's mainly because, like I said, that both of them have that rough history past and stuff. So now, and I don't like how they keep putting that he not a man. No, he just not a criminal.
Yeah.
So you're not used to this good dude that's calling, checking up on you, trying to make sure you okay. You want this roughneck that y'all have just because y'all have something in common, which is getting in trouble. Like, anybody can get out of jail and get them a job and make it seem like they doing something, but baby, it took you all of that for to finally get there. Like, and you got this good dude and ain't doing nothing with him. I don't like that.
Mm-mm. And then putting the hands on him. She
Yeah,
ran up to him and pushed him when he wasn't the aggressor. It's like,
Not at all. She sent the aggressor over there to Deontay because what she should have said to her man was, you know what? No, no, you could get in the truck with me instead of pushing his go button to run over there and go jump in Deontay's face. And then you want to run over there and act like Deontay was the aggressor. No, your man was the aggressor, and you knew that when you sent him over there.
yeah.
and if Downs had to put his hands on her, then everybody been like, "Oh, you so wrong." You know what I'm saying? So it ain't. It's just as wrong that you went and did that to him when he ain't do nothing to neither one of y'all.
Mm.
Even getting loud, you know what I'm saying? The dude, nobody raised their voice more. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an equal argument. Y'all both said what y'all had to say. Nobody need to put hands on nobody at that point. So you come running out of nowhere, getting out the car, don't even know what was said, and push him. Like I'm like, man, somebody should have mushed her back too. Wish there had been somebody else. Dante wouldn't have put his hands on her, but somebody should have been there.
It did that pause thing again.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts on Deontay and Lindsay this week?
Mm-mm.
I have to admit, at first I was hoping that they would work, but after I saw the way she carried on this episode, I was like, good riddance to her. Deontay, stay away. Don't let her slide and slither back into your life again. She is gone. Good riddance. All right. So, is there any other couples? Because now B and Sean joined us a little bit late that y'all want to chime in about?
My favorite. What's his name with the prostitute?
Oh,
Oh, Chaz and Branwin. The one with
I
the
was all in the chat with that one. I was like, oh my God, so you expecting him to be nice to you? Like, okay, let's say you're not my husband and that's how you would talk to me. Girl, you're a hookup. Don't be nice. You need to get the money, do what you gotta do, and you gone. You lucky somebody want to have a relationship with you after your past, and then the fact that you still doing it.
yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
And you lie and say you're not doing it, and then like, oh, you wouldn't love me? Well, give a man a chance to know the truth first. You got
Exactly.
to first
Right.
admit that you're doing it before you can even find out how he really feels.
Right.
You got every right to say no because you said you stopped that.
Exactly. I
And I
just
feel
feel so
like
bad.
if a man doesn't want to be with a prostitute,
That's a choice.
that's not a bad thing.
Let him make that choice for himself.
Right.
It's like a lot of them is holding each other hostage and all this stuff just because they don't want to be alone, and then manipulate them into thinking or making them feel like they are a bad person for not going their way. Sound like a Leo. But yeah.
You the one that came on saying cancer. I'll just gone off. I'll just playing off of
Not
your
turning the camera off.
words. I'll just gone off of your words. You said I'm a Cancer. I'm never wrong. So
Not
those are
y'all
your
leaving
words.
me.
Uh-huh.
Y'all know,
Yeah,
sometimes I'm
and
just too immature
see
to
how
deal
you
with somebody.
see how your fellow female party done abandoned you in your time.
Hey,
No,
right
I
there.
had to turn the camera off because I was laughing way too hard. I had a mature
I
moment.
didn't want to sit there with my mouth wide open like that. I was still in shock. I'm like,
I said,
that's
yeah,
just like a good look to be froze on screen like that. I'm turn my camera off so I can cover my mouth. Okay.
yeah, sure. But the bottom line is y'all all left her hanging. Okay.
No.
All
B,
excuses
you
in
feel
the
like
world.
you got left
All
hanging?
excuses in
Okay.
the world.
See,
Yeah.
I told you they'll take a situation and manipulate
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now they see
you're
how
flipping it this
You
time
know
right
what? I just felt manipulated by his statement talking about I ran off and left you. See?
yeah, sure. Yeah, you I hope you falling for it, D. I hope you falling for it. Yeah.
Mhm.
now. Nip.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulate. Oh no, this is
Froze on you. Uh
It's gonna pause me when the conversation get good. God dang.
but I agree with that the whole prostitute thing because I thought that was hilarious. How the she's like uh basically prostitutes need love too. You know? You know, and if I'm a prostitute, what's wrong with that? You know, you're gonna love me for who I am. But yeah, again, like y'all said, well, you never gave me the opportunity to know who you really are, and that you decided to go back to that life. You know, so yeah, I felt bad for him because we kind of made it look like in the commercial that he was spying on her, and she had saw the phone, and she was like, "Oh, look at him," and the girlfriend was like, "Oh, he's being messy. He think he's being slick." But he actually was just looking to see, you know, what she was doing on her checking out her webpage, and he found out that she had her partner and all that stuff, and she still was into it. Now, the other thing is that the roommate, well, her friend, who's the roommate of the boyfriend, I was like, she's no good because she just want Baldwin to stay with the roommate because Baldwin get to stay in Washington. She don't want her to move to Kentucky.
Yeah,
And
because they have been doing naughty tricks together.
right.
That's why she wants to stay. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
She
he
know,
has her ulterior motives. Yeah.
mhm. And she knows she can only shop at 21 forever for so long before people realize. And so she needs Baldwin's body in order to fool the people into coming in and doing the double dating and all that type of stuff. So, but yeah, that whole thing. Hopefully he can move on, go get wife number 6, and try to look somewhere else.
But they were showing, I guess it's either next week or on the season finale. He says he wants her back in jail. So I'm wondering what has he uncovered or what has she done now? Mm,
Oh snap!
want to see that? Mm-hmm.
That boy say revenge.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's real deep. That's real deep.
Look, he her back in jail so he can have the real her back.
I know.
But
That's the one he fell in love with, the jail version of her.
mm-hmm. But if anybody, she should be upset with him because she gave it away for free. Everybody else had to pay.
Oh,
So,
that man been paying for it now.
Yeah, he's still been paying.
He had that on. He been paying for that. He had it on Leadway a long time.
Yeah, that was she should say it in the courts. Be like, "Nah, Your Honor, I gave the cookie away for free. He didn't give me no cash in hand."
What did y'all think about how? Remember when they showed the little flashback? I know B was saying he looked dumb, and either way, like he already looked dumb. But when they went back and he was like, "I miss how it used to be," and they showed him reading her text messages, and then how he was like, "She used to be like want to prove her love to me," and then she was all like, "I love you," and blah blah blah, and then he was like, "Okay, I love you too," and he was all like giggly and junk. I mean, didn't that make him like it kind of demasculated him some more, in my opinion? Like I felt like they could have left that out because like you could have showed her text, but you didn't need to show his response because it just made him look more and more like she got this thug with the 5 tears, like this dude been killing people. And then you got him some all, I know you do, like even though there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the way he looked. He all nerdy and then like just goofy looking and then
That's a simp, right?
extra, yeah. I mean, but it made him look extra simpish. So it's like, how'd you feel about that? Do you remember that part? He frozen?
Oh, you asking me? Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to B.
No, she said that. Yeah, she had said that he already looked bad.
It just made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did make him look bad. But the well, got to be controversial. The part that he was acting that way towards her, showing his emotion and letting that go and just being free. To me, I don't think that made demasculated him. I think that just him was being not sensitive, but in tune with his emotions and able to express himself to the woman that he loved. So now the fact that she did not rekindle that love, or she didn't want it, or she didn't realize that's what she need in life because she wants something that's the opposite of that. To me, no, that don't make him soft. But that do kind of it's not a good look because it does not look masculine. However, it is kind of masculine because of the simple fact that he is willing to give and show him. Because you have men, women would say, "Hey, why you don't say you love me?" Or why you don't show that love, that feeling, so yeah.
Well, I mean, because you can say it back like I love you too, but I love you too. I mean, the way he did it was just like, because he's so nerdy, and then he did it. It just looked real, like
right. That's him. That's just him.
No, and that's why I'm like, y'all can keep making him look nerdier and nerdier and nerdier every time.
They was messy for putting that in there. They ain't have to make him
so that he was like, trying to prove that she loved him and left it at that.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all another scene that I feel like they were just being messy putting it in there, right? When he opened up, like I guess it was a Coke can or something, and then spilled it. He was like, and he was running to the bathroom with the can.
I don't remember that.
Why y'all put that in there?
I don't even remember that. Oh my gosh, see?
We're not gonna say he's soft. It's just the way he was raised. That's his personality.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that he's not muscular.
So, you know, never mind.
Listen,
Oh, come on,
Never
Josh.
mind. No.
I just think about him running with that can.
Now, I do agree they
Y'all
could have
did.
left that coke scene out because what I was thinking the reason why they should have left it out is because what if he had messed up that floor and then now people got proof
Oh,
that
and
he
he
messed
had
up the floor.
slipped and fell on the floor.
No,
no,
because
he
the
threw that
coke
coke and then stained up the floor.
Oh,
he can't go down there, be checking out. So now he got to pay for that because they got
And they put
that's
all
thinking. I
yeah.
was thinking along the line that you all was thinking, but what you all was thinking do make perfectly good sense. Yeah, they could have left that out because that did make him look bad. Running
I
out.
can't believe you thought about the floor though.
Yeah, I was thinking money wise. I was thinking about the money. I wasn't thinking about how he looked as a masculine or yeah, because he did look bad. The yeah, he did look bad. They could have left that out. Yeah, they didn't have to do him like that.
They did him dirty.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff they did wrong for him. They could have left them crying in the corner. They could have left that out.
I wish they had up, but I'm kind of like, I mean, it gave me a little chuckle. So
Yeah, I giggled.
Yeah, I did too, but
because he said,
I get it. I don't think there's anything wrong. Yeah,
he put it running down and then just ran and was just like, oh, wow. I'm like, he crying.
yeah, yeah,
And she just standing there all like big in front of him.
yeah, and it was like they had swapped roles in that moment. Because you remember when he took the ring off, she's like, "Now what is this? What is this for? Like, why did you do this?" Like what a man would say if a woman had taken off. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then he ran to the corner crying, and she's standing there all hovering over him, like, put this back on now. Put this ring back on.
yeah.
And he all like, okay. Yeah, it just want to do it.
Yeah, because they could have left all that out. They could have left that out.
Mm.
Because
But
hey,
they probably,
there's nothing wrong with crying in front of the woman that you love. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
some of the photo scenes could have been left out. I think they've been messy with that too. When she looked like extra big and he was like super little. They just didn't want him to be masculine, period. They knew what they were doing with this one. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did poor Chaz dirty.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, he froze.
I think he done jumped off the screen. You know how men do.
Yes. We play too.
They see us do something, so then they got to do it. He needs to turn off his screen, turn off his mic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Run and hide.
You know, men love tit for tat.
He needs some testosterone. Oh boy. Because all that running and crying, like that crying to your love is understandable, but baby,
He cries too much.
I'd be like, get your butt up. See, that's when my testosterone rises up. And like once it gets to the point where I feel like I'm the man, I don't like that.
I know, game over.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get me back into my femininity once you have.
It really is. Like if it's gonna be like that, I might as well just get a woman.
That's how I feel like Sarah. She's falling into that man role. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like
and
she
that's hard
like
to get out of after you get annoyed with somebody. Oh shoot.
Yeah. She either falling into a man role or a mama role. I don't know which one it is yet, but it's just like, can I have money to take my coworkers up, my my subordinates out? No. She controls the money and I don't want to complain. I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. I really can't have it. No. I was like, dude, look how bad that made you look. Like if I was his other baby mama, I'd be like, are you serious right now? Who are you?
Well, that way he can tell Destiny, no, you can't have the money because my wife said you can't have it.
But it almost is a good thing that she ain't, because then he also said he kind of wanted to give Destiny some money so she'd go away. What would he have done? He would have gave that girl the money.
Yeah, would have went and took out a loan for that $50,000 she wanted, and he would have gave it to her.
And then like he coming off like he a thug by hanging up on her, but really it's because he ain't had the money and he didn't want to say. So he was hung up.
Yeah, he couldn't say I gotta go ask my wife. He was too embarrassed for that.
Mhm.
Like, why you calling me? I got good math. Is that my baby?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Got been
That
2 years. Is it my baby? No.
he
It's
did a
been
long
pregnant
pause
2 years.
thinking about it. I was like,
Yeah.
what is adding and subtracting?
What's with these men and not really like some stuff is just easy. You ain't slept with her in over 2 years. She pregnant. That's not your baby. She says, um, we got 4 babies to take care of now. 1, 2, 3. Are you pregnant? Like, you only had to add one today. It shouldn't have took that long.
I don't know. These men are very strange acting a little bit on the show. And so yeah. I'm trying to think of any other ones.
So did y'all talk about Puppy and Amber?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Thoughts on them?
Yeah, because my thing is how Amber, well, Puppy called her and wanted to talk to her, and Amber is like, why? You know, because
Yeah. I feel
Amber, yeah,
like
that
Puppy was the bad guy. Yeah.
right. Puppy started the whole mess. So why you trying to get back and trying to get good friendship? You know, we just had a fight, so of course we haven't talked in a while.
And you put your hands on me while I was pregnant. I'm not
Right.
calling you and apologizing about
And I
nothing.
lost the baby.
It's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I done lost the baby. No.
Right.
You would have
Because
been all kinds of names on that phone if I had called you.
You put your hands on me, stress me out. I lost my baby. That's why I called you so I can tell you to your face.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
So I thought that was crazy. How she was acting like Amber. I mean, Puppy owed her an apology.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why
And
I'm like, did they show us one fight and then now we clipped into another one? Like another makeup from something else? Like it just didn't go together.
I could
Like
see it.
one person in a real response.
Yeah,
right,
it was weird.
yeah, and
Is
then
it bad to say it might be in better for her that she lost the baby? Ooh, that's silence. Never
No,
mind.
well, no, I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying that it's bad because I do. I kind of get that because it just seemed like this pregnancy was just so unwanted,
Exactly.
yeah,
and it
because
Like in
was
some
she had
just
situations, I feel as if it happened for a reason, and I think it's actually was better outcome for her because like she already got enough stuff dealing on. Whether she miscarried then having a stillborn, you know what I'm saying?
weird.
Because she still was finna go through more after that, especially after the wife already got contacted and stuff, even though she didn't answer and all the extra stuff.
And that's another one. Now this is just my opinion, but this is my prediction. I don't think that Eric is messing around with his wife because it's like they haven't shown us anything to help keep the storyline going except for, huh?
You might be messing with somebody else.
Yeah, I think it may be somebody else completely different because I feel like if it was a wife, they would have gave us a little something to see, but it's like there's nothing there.
so that would say that if there might not be nobody, period, it
Yeah,
just
could be
might
that.
be that those two women's intuition is just as wrong as.
Oh no, no, no! Don't you start! Don't you, Sean? Don't you
Hey,
start!
That
I'm
ain't
just saying. Where's
that
the
I know
proof?
where you're going. I know
that
where
Where's
dude
the
you're
is
proof?
going.
cheating.
And
Where's
you
the
got three
evidence?
of us on here to catch
That
Where's
it.
dude is
the
cheating.
But
evidence?
see, that's the crazy part about that to me because, like, oh, I'm gonna just stop. Never mind.
I'm saying you got to say it. Because where's the evidence? Because Chaz has no evidence. They have shown us none. They have not shown us any of Eric.
They
You said
haven't shown us anything of Eric. Yeah, he was saying
Chase,
Chaz has
Chase, Chase,
evidence, but we
Chase.
don't have evidence
Not
about
Chaz,
Eric.
Chase,
So
Chase.
that is true. We have evidence
oh
that
Chase.
Bronwyn of what Bronwyn is doing, but we
No,
have
he
Not,
said Chase.
I meant
Chance.
Chase. I meant
Chance.
Chase.
chance.
Chance.
Chance, not Chase. Chance. I
Oh
meant,
God,
yeah, because there's no evidence of Chance. You know,
he's a
Chance has no,
scammer.
yeah, but
Chance
he
is
has
a
no
scammer.
evidence that Taylor was doing anything.
I
Neither
mean,
does
Chance could
Puffy and Eric.
create some evidence. I'm sure he creates credit card numbers and stuff.
That
Right.
part, credit
He
scores and
probably,
stuff.
he probably could do all that. But yet, where is the proof that he has that shows that she was cheating. They have none. Just like Puppy and Amber has no proof that old boy was cheating. He said he's
That's
doing
what I
the
was
work.
about to say, but in a different way.
But I still feel like there's something more to his story though, because but it's like, to me, it's like, okay, once you say where you going, it ain't like he says I'm going to work. He's like out.
Okay.
He don't come home.
So that's why
He
you
don't
feel
like to tell her where he goes.
just like you feel the way you feel. Chance have his reasons for the feeling the way that he feel about his wife or his fiance is cheating.
But they haven't shown her do anything shady. Eric does shady things.
He's with her. We're
Huh?
not there. We don't see everything. We don't see what he sees.
Yeah, we don't see these things. But I mean, what they didn't show him though, that's all we have of. What they shown, Eric seems shady, and I
Very.
agree that it may not be he's cheating with his wife, but I do think he's cheating on her. First of all, he's the man who was cheating on his wife, so it's not like he's some great guy who doesn't have a reputation for it. Like, he is a cheater.
Wow. Interesting.
He was still with it. He hadn't split up from his wife for the first 6 months of their relationship.
And
He was
that's
still with his
still
wife.
he's still cheating to this day because that's still his wife.
Yeah, he's still cheating because that's his wife. Yeah,
He's cheating
technically,
on who?
yeah,
He's cheating on his wife. He ain't cheating
yeah,
on.
he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Technically, he's cheating on his wife technically, but I think I'm not with my sister. I think there's somebody else. It ain't just.
There's no proof of it. That's your
There's
opinion.
no proof, but
Based off of what we see,
I believe he's cheating.
we see the same thing that with Chance in this
So
situation.
what you see, you telling me you think Eric is being faithful?
From what I see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
Faithful to Puppy, yes. Faithful to his wife, no.
No, I'm saying faithful to Puppy.
Yes.
Really?
They haven't shown where he went out and stepped out and he because we would have found something.
She keeps saying like he didn't come home and all kinds of stuff.
He is as messy as we would have found something. Something to add the story, to get the storyline going. They have nothing based off of what your sister just said.
I don't know. If it walked like a duck and quacked like a duck, it's a duck.
Yeah. So for me, I'm saying that there's no evidence that he's messed with his wife. I'm not saying that nobody. I believe he's messed around with somebody.
Okay,
wife.
So
I think they're trying to create a storyline with the wife. But even so, even if he was cheating on her with somebody else, I feel like they probably would have. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's with the wife. That's what my thought.
And even if it was someone else, we would have been going that route. We would have showed something because just like with Barwin, keep on forgetting her name, Brittany and Marcelina, you know,
they weren't showing us something. They just didn't tell us who. They let us believe it's the wife.
But they was throwing things out with Marcelina. They kept on throwing it out to make the storyline be like, okay, he got to be cheating. They just kept on throwing that storyline out.
But you know what? When they threw the storyline out there with Marcelino, what they didn't show us is, well, okay, we knew he was texting with somebody, but it turns out he was texting with the third wheel. That's who he was texting with, was with that girl that he had the three-way with.
Right. So they had showed proof and evidence to lead us down a rabbit hole. They showed us.
But the rabbit hole was wrong.
Right. But there was a rabbit hole. There is no rabbit hole with Eric.
Yeah, it is.
No, there's not.
Right now we think he's
not coming home.
The rabbit hole is based off of Amber and Puppy's opinion and their how they feel.
But he's not coming home. Where is he at night?
Exactly. He don't answer no questions.
Yeah, he won't answer no questions when he asks.
He's at work. He said he's out.
Out ain't at work.
No.
Right.
You would have said
That's two different places. That's two different places.
Yes, he's different places.
So if you married and your wife, you're like, where you going, honey? Out. And then when she don't come home that night and she come out, you're gonna be like, oh, she said she was out. She's at work. That's what you would think.
No, that's not what I would think.
What would you think?
I would think just like Chance.
No,
Wow.
you think like how we thinking because there's obvious things that don't add up.
I'm telling you.
1 + 1 ain't equaling 2.
Yes, I would think just like him. If she don't want to get married, all of a sudden she's been wanting to get married. Now she don't want to get married.
No, no,
There
no, no, no,
must
no,
be
no,
someone
no,
else.
no, no. That's
There
not the
must be
question.
someone else.
That's not the question,
I just
Sean.
gave
You
you the
don't get
answer.
to pick your
No, I
question.
gave you the answer. Y'all didn't want to answer. Y'all didn't want to answer. That's
Because B gonna make me turn my camera off again. She keep on.
I gave you the answer. Did you hear the answer? I gave you a whole
You
storyline.
But that was not the answer to
said,
Reese's
but
question.
that's
Yes.
not the
What was,
same thing.
what
You
was my
talking about somebody who they haven't showed given
what
any.
was my answer? What's the answer that I gave?
You
You
said no.
gave an answer
You,
to a question that
you were
wasn't even
thinking like
asked.
10. But we're
That
saying, so
Well, you didn't
why
listen.
is it?
You're not listening. I gave you the answer.
You
Not
gave
the
me
question that was
the
asked of you.
I
You
said,
gotta answer the question that was asked of
okay.
you. If
So,
if you ask your wife, where are you going? And she say, I'm going out, you're just gonna assume that she was at work
so
when she
you want
gonna
me
come
to
back
answer?
home?
So you want me to answer the question how you want me to answer the question, or can I answer the
No,
question?
I want you to answer the question the way I asked it. If
So I
I ask you what's 2 plus 4, you don't get to
so
say 6 and say,
so
well,
two plus
3 times 2 is
two
6.
two
That's
plus
wrong.
2 equals 2 minus 4.
See,
Hmm?
there you go. You jumping off. That's
2
just like
plus 2 plus 2 minus 4.
like a
What?
man. I just can't.
No, that's different numbers. What you just say? 2
2
plus 2 equals 2
Squared.
minus 4? Huh?
M squared. That's what you get from Leo's. M squared. 2 plus 2 equal M squared.
Now, as I was saying, my answer to the question is the same opinion that Chance has. When he all of a sudden his wife don't want to get married, so he basically assumed that she is cheating. So my answer is yes. I would think
Wait,
she's
So if
wait,
your
wait,
wife
wait,
tells
wait.
you, hold up, let me ask you real.
Yeah.
So if your wife, you say, hey, honey, where are you going? And your wife says, I'm going out. Then that is grounds. And then let's say she stays out all night. That's grounds for you to then ask her, oh, I want a paternity test and I want to know why you're la 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 la. No, can we not address why you didn't come home?
what was my answer?
You
You
said
said
it's like
with
10.
In the end, after all the other stuff,
Yeah.
it was she cheated.
Figure out your answer with a whole other scenario that had nothing to do with it, though. All you had to do is say yes or no. Like, no, it don't make sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
No. I answered the question how I wanted to answer the question, but I answered the question.
So if you say like,
You didn't like the way I
if you
answered.
like sugar cookies,
So
well,
that's
like
you wrong.
just like such and such likes brownie,
That
you
makes me
the
wrong.
way she eats her
Wow.
breakfast
Well, I'm wrong for answering your question.
is how
but
I
You.
eat
you,
sugar cookies. Or I could just say, yeah, I like
Don't
sugar
cry in the corner, Sean.
Hmm? You
I
said
mean,
he
I'm just
trying to
like,
come to me.
what
Or
your
you
answer is just confusing, and this is probably why Taylor ain't even discuss nothing with Chance because she goes through these rabbit holes where it's like,
right,
hey, I don't
That's
like
what
the
I
way
was
you feel
that
saying. That's what
part,
I was
right
about
there
saying.
where
just
we're saying
just
that
like
part.
they won't say in Lindsay. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me saying you shouldn't have bought that car.
Yeah, she can't get a straight answer out of him.
You didn't get a straight answer.
Typical man.
No.
And then I asked, was he a Leo too? Because he act like a
So,
Leo. Because
so,
he went
so my
all the way
question
around.
was
Like,
you didn't get the answer to your question. Did I not answer your question?
No.
I got the
15
answer. He
minutes.
said,
The
yeah.
15
He thinks
minutes.
His
that
answer, B said I answered the question.
he said, yeah. He thinks
Yeah.
that she'll be
Well,
But
I
you
cheating.
all too busy worrying about how to answer the question.
See, I dealt with a Leo for like 12
But
years.
that's
So,
the thing. That's the
yeah.
thing. I'm not gonna interpret nothing but what you tell me because if I assume that's what you meant and that ain't what you meant, then I'm actually not correct. So if you just tell me yes or no, then I got the answer. I don't have to assume that. Oh, okay. Well, you're comparing it to this situation. Like I said, if you ask me, do you like ice cream, and I'm like, well, such and such likes cupcakes.
Right.
What does that got to do with anything? Like, so you gonna instead of me saying yes, I like ice cream, I'm gonna tell you how they eat cupcakes, and when they eat them, they're like yum.
Yeah.
And you
Or
say,
let
so
me
she like
No,
ice cream then.
Yeah,
no,
or let me ask
that's
you, how
not
did
the
the
same
Saints
thing.
do last night?
Please
And you
explain
start
to
talking
yourself
about the
it's not the
Monday night
same
football
thing.
game with the Cowboys.
B,
I don't understand what's
B,
going on. I asked you
please
a
explain to
certified
your
question.
friends that was not the same scenario.
It
Yeah,
is.
The way that
That's
they
exactly
explained
what you did to me. I
you can,
asked you about
Okay,
the
I'm going
Saints
to
game.
interpret this Leo
no,
confusion
no,
right
no.
now.
You don't
I'm
even
going
have
to
to
interpret
interpret.
it
This
for
was
y'all.
a yes or no question.
No,
If
she don't have
Yeah.
to
you,
interpret because
I
the
didn't.
bottom
it wasn't an open-ended question. It was yes or no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. Both of you all are so wrong.
Oh my gosh, I'm in flashbacks. Stop
So
it.
wrong.
You know what? I'm wrong. You're right.
You all wanted me to answer the question. Forgive me for not yielding to the way that
You know
all.
what? And I'll apologize because maybe I thought.
It's too much of a question.
I'm apologizing too because I feel like maybe I thought I was asking a direct question, but I wasn't. Maybe that's what
No, the thing was that he answered at the very
yes or
end.
no.
At the very end, he said yes. That was the only thing.
Because I'm trying to figure out where we going with this other part. Like, why are we back on Taylor and Chance? Like,
it's not my fault.
And that's the thing. We listening to the rest of it.
No,
that's why I said you gotta
it's not my fault that you refuse to talk. It's not my fault that you refuse to listen.
No, if your wife came home and said, where are you going? And she said, out. Would you think she was at work? Now we on Taylor and Chance and why he's justified in his stuff. Like, no, that's not even the same situation because we haven't seen her give him a reason to act like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever. One plus two over here is all I'm saying. That's all. So from now, when you ask me a yes or no question, I'm gonna give you the whole you gonna have to decipher everything because that's the way the brain works. Then let me
just wait to the very last word.
I'm gonna show you how.
Because it be like blah 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 blah, and it'd be like and I'm like, wait, was that the answer? Because I don't know. It ended with what just happened? I don't know. I missed it because I don't want to hear all the extra. I just want to know the answer.
Ask me my date of birth. I'm gonna ask you like Sean. Ask me when is my birthday.
Okay, that's
when is your birthday?
Well, I have a nephew and his birthday is on October 13th. So yeah, my birthday is January 1st.
Exactly. That right there.
No.
The birthday is January 1st.
So that's the point. That still was shorter than what
Right. It was really short. And
and then you actually said my birthday was blah blah blah. You should have been like
January 1st.
My birthday. Blah 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 blah. And then I have a niece who was born on this day, and then I have a sister and a brother, and their birthdays was like this, blah blah blah. Blah blah January 1st. You wait, the answer was in there? Like I got a bunch of different birthdays in my head right now, and then I'm like, oh wait. Was that last one yours, or were you saying that your birthday is the same as them? That's how a normal person thinks.
Forgive me for not being normal. Thank you for insulting.
This Leo brain is new to me.
I insulted you.
I appreciate the insult.
I discovered it with the way that
Leo brain.
That's why I was like,
yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out, Sean, did I insult you?
Don't worry about it. You good.
You said because I said normal, but I'm saying this Leo thing, I did not know. So I guess other zodiacs and Leos.
Yeah, they differ from everybody else. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I understand you only because I had to live with one. And baby, that's how we used to go back and forth just because of that. That right there. I was just like, just say what you gotta say. Because I'm not saying it the way you think that I should say it, then I'm wrong.
So the whole time I've been talking, I've been saying that. I've been talking the whole time.
And I just been sitting here. I understood you the first time. So.
All my opinions.
I was like, he said,
yeah. I understand you. I did.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, he said, yeah. He said, yeah.
But it was I never heard him say yeah. So I'm like, so I think because it was so much being said, and I'm like, wait, this was,
right.
It's like you got closed questions and open ended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was like, did this closed question become open ended? Because I'm so lost.
And that's funny, Nene, because as much as he comes for me, I actually understand him.
That's cute. Black is dark. Brown is too skin tone-ish. Tan doesn't match because it's not brown. This is this. This is this. So this purple is okay. It's like
y'all got him rubbing his head.
I see him over there. It talked about and then I let you slide, Sean. I let you slide earlier. y'all know I do this every now and then. Let me see. Sean, I'm coming for you, okay? Look, I'm coming for you. I'm bringing y'all back up, but me and Sean need to have a one-on-one for a second. Sean, hey Sean,
I'm here.
you think I let you go with that too? Because I heard you talking about women's intuition. You know what? Our intuition be right most of the time. Sometimes it be a little bit off, but not very often.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to keep on with that? Hey, women's intuition.
Yeah, I was throwing that out there about those two young ladies' intuition was off.
Mm-hmm.
Whose intuition?
Puppies and
You put us in the wrong place.
I feel weird over here.
Let me see. I'll move y'all back.
This is weird. This is like weird.
I get y'all back.
So I'll just leave it, I guess. It's
It's
just
all
weird.
right.
It's so weird. But Sean up there. Whose intuition?
puppies and amber.
See them?
Mm.
Puppies
I
and
don't think
amber.
so. I don't think so. You could say maybe Amber could be slightly off because she's getting one-sided information, but
Yeah.
Puppy would be the one who really know what she feels. And she's the one who just won't say what she feels, that the dude is probably cheating on her. Because she said it without saying it so many times.
Yeah, the fact that she didn't even want to tell him that she was pregnant, that she don't trust him, all that lets you know that she really thinks that he doing something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise she would be happy and they would be happy, and regardless if his wife there or not, shoot, she'll take you and your wife.
Mm. Pretty much. But
then she already dealing with
Leo
the fact
brain
that
does not know he won't even talk. Is that what Leos do? Once y'all get to the point where y'all get irritated and y'all just shut down like that?
Yes. The quiet. Oh,
hey, Leo.
I'm getting flashbacks. Trauma, past trauma.
And I'm over here being immature again. I'm like, okay.
Right? Just giggling through it. I'm over here like.
See, and I'm all for, like, if it's a yes or no question, yes or no. But if it's something that you need to express yourself. So I'm just gonna say this. So, like, Sean, I've had one-on-one conversations with you where you didn't. The question should have been detailed, and you gave me one word. But when I asked you a one-word question, you gave me detail. What is it? What is it?
I have nothing to say.
Oh my gosh! See, and that was actually an open-ended question, and you gave me short and sweet. But the yes or no, you gave me a paragraph. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Help me understand Leos. Like I don't know enough about them, I guess.
Baby.
It's Chaz and Branwin.
That's what I was saying. That's why I asked, was he a Leo? Because he act like, oh my God. Which makes more sense on you understanding him and taking up for him. Because
he is a Leo.
No, I wasn't.
It makes sense
I
now.
wasn't taking up for him.
You just giving that perspective so we can understand.
The perspective of thinking, though, is
no, it has nothing to do with zodiac sign. I have nothing to do with him being a man.
Y'all about to make me Google, is he?
I know. I do want to know. I want to know, is it? Because
it's the irony for me. I caught it. I freaking caught it.
Is he? Oh.
No, that Sean was.
Oh, yeah.
Because he started talking. I was like, wait.
This seems a little familiar, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing to do with. Oh
well.
No,
But
he's not a Leo.
Like, but even if you don't
He
believe
not.
in zodiacs,
What is a Scorpio?
astrology, some stuff really is true because what they say about Pisces, like, oh my gosh, I'd be
Well,
like, dang, that's me.
he
Dang,
was
that's me.
born
I'm a
on May
crybaby that'll
17th.
fight you. Yeah.
His birthday is May 17th.
So what is that? I'd have to see a whole thing to tell me what it is. If I
I
had
think
looked.
that's
Yeah,
a Gemini.
So he can't be a Leo then, because that's not close to your birthday.
yeah.
May, May. He ain't an Aries.
Mm-mm. He a man. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
other
Lord.
Aries, man.
And his last name really is Pitt.
Pick.
But I'm mad they saying oh never mind, that's Taylor, that's 27. I was about to say I'm mad that he's 27.
Oh no, he like 40, ain't he? 40 something.
Yeah, they're over 40.
Oh no, you know what? I just messed up. The May birthday is actually Taylor's birthday.
Oh,
We got it.
uh-oh.
So he could be.
But you know, I mean, I don't know. But I do feel like I mean, my life don't revolve around zodiac signs and astrology because I don't know enough about all of these signs and all this stuff. But I do know when it comes to Pisces, like, shoot, I'm like spot on for being a Pisces. I'm like, dang, how how can you be born on this month and this time and it just like what they say, you fit in so many other categories. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's twice.
But honestly, if you look up a Pisces, anybody who know me, it's like, dang, that's me.
Oh God, you hit it, B.
He a Leo?
He's a Leo. His birthday is July 27th. Yeah.
Not Reese frozen. I'm telling you, girl. You think I'm
July
playing?
7th.
Done. He don't even want to talk about it.
Ain't got nothing to say. Anything I say from now on is gonna be because I'm a Leo. So
Oh my God.
Oh,
oh my
listen,
God,
let me pull out my
that's the way
violin
y'all
for Sean.
You're doing it. You're doing it right now.
see. Really doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
We ain't mad at you being a Leo. We ain't mad at your because you give great
Let me
insight.
do another Leo move.
Huh?
Y'all have a nice day, and I'll come talk to you all later.
Oh, look at him. Is he really trying to turn us off? You see how he just did us?
That's what they do. No offense. No
Sat
offense
down
at all.
on us,
It's
literally
just
and figuratively.
I don't know what it is about them, but they, oh my gosh. And it's not trying to put y'all in no category or nothing like that. It's just the fact that y'all act exactly alike is just crazy. Like for real. Like every single, even the words that they use, like I really felt like my baby daddy was on here with us.
I feel like Kevin might be a Leo too, huh? What do y'all think?
Which one is Kevin?
That's the one with the
Oh,
girl
got
who was in the
girl,
shower. Yeah.
With who?
The
the one
girl
who got two girls, the crazy girl Kayla, and then he got the one that he liked, Tiffany.
No, he a Scorpio.
Oh, wow. You think he's
I bet you he a Scorpio.
interesting?
Google him and see what he is.
Scorpio's on a whole nother level of manipulation.
Yeah, he is. He on a whole nother level.
And then Scorpios are lovers.
Look
So
who's
they feel
back.
as if they can have everybody at the same time.
Oh, so you think he is Scorpio?
I think he
That
is.
sounds. You're describing it. Yeah. Yeah. That could be.
Look, I'm Googling it. I'm trying to see now.
Yeah.
I'm curious. No. Wait. No, March 27th? That'll make him either Pisces or Aries.
No, what's right after Pisces? I think that's what.
Aries.
Is it Aries?
Aries. He do not have like no Aries, do he?
Aries are some Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Mm.
My daddy got like 18 kids.
Oh, wait. I'm looking at that wrong. My bad. November 14th. What is that?
That is a Scorpio,
He's
right?
a Scorpio.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
He called it. Yeah, he's Scorpio. My bad. I was looking at the date of the article. I was like, yeah, he don't fit in the category with like.
So when I say cancels don't lie, then what? I'ma just shut up. Oh my gosh.
That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah. Is there any other couples that we want to touch on? Anybody else? Think of? Trying to think who else.
What happened with the couple with the prenup and stuff with the
She,
daddy?
yeah, she decided she didn't want to do a prenup, but she found out she won't be held responsible for his restitution and that he can't get his hands on her inheritance.
Okay. So they still gonna get married without the daddy?
Well, they saying they hope he'll be at the rehearsal dinner, so we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she plan on moving for it, but she hope he gonna be there. So
Yeah, and it's 2 weeks before the wedding now, so.
they did get married, so I'm wondering the dad maybe he shows up.
What station do this come on?
It's on We.
We. Okay. I'm gonna just watch it directly when it come on because.
Yeah, she's trying to find it after the fact of getting hard.
Yes. I couldn't even finish that episode with the bachelorette party and stuff.
Oh, so you still didn't see the guys?
Nope. I missed it.
The other thing she found out when she had talked to the lawyer that she made it seems like she was the record wouldn't pass on to her kids. Even why she thought that because she never mentioned that before.
No, but I mean that was a good question.
And then she also that he was saying that the lawyer had pointed out that maybe Ray might have some money.
Yeah, and then she all over that. Well, do you have anything hidden? I'm like, girl, look, you just ran to the lawyer trying to protect what you got. But now
though.
Huh?
The way he responded, he was like, no, no, I don't. Like, but it was almost like, do I be honest or not? Is how I felt.
I hope if he got some, he does not be honest with her. Because she's already shown her she worried about him being able to take something from her. But at the second, she want to know, talking about, I want to know for tax purposes. No, you don't. You want to know because you want control of it. Mm-hmm.
And then two, if he does, silly, why would he say it on the show?
Right.
So they can come get the money or make, you know what I'm saying? No. That's illegal money if he got it, if it came from what he was doing. So he's like, that's why I don't have nothing I'll never put nothing in my name. I'm like, oh man. You know about all that. Like everything ain't going in my name. And if it do go in my name, you might want to get that prenup because
you ain't gonna get it back.
This could get real petty. You got it together, but whose name is it in?
Ooh, Reese, you coming with your guns blazing, ain't you? You already said if they like
you don't want to put nothing in your name either. I mean, granted, it's probably safer so that they can't come after it, but you know, it's just one of them things where he also got to be careful with that. Kind of like when people be like, "Oh, I got this $1 million. I can't have it in my name because they're gonna come for it, so I'm gonna give it to Nene." And then when I come back and be like, "Hey, get my money back," she could say, "What money?"
And I think that might be what we've been trying to connect the dots on with why he wanted to marry her so fast, the scammer dude.
Yeah, he has some kind of scam he needs her name for.
Yeah.
Let's put it in her name because that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, it seemed like he's trying to turn this into life at the lockup for my man. And
Yeah.
that's the
But
lock and key is getting married.
but he's not putting the house in her name because he already got the loan approved for the loan, and the loan's in his name. The two
Yeah,
hundred
but he
thousand.
may have some other scam going on where it'll help him if he's married to her and he can throw some of that into her name or involve her in it so that at the end of the day it won't be him touching it.
And then I don't know how every state law is, but my brother had told me too, because they bought their house and built it from the ground up. He said the loans that you get from being married is way more compared to just a single person getting a house.
Mm. But my opinion on him, because the way he is, I don't see him put her name on it because he wants to keep it for himself and he have more control. If he put her name on it, then she would be in control of the
But you
house.
know, he could probably use her income and not put her name.
But he already has this already approved. And he's going to
But he could get more money as more income because there is a such thing you can use your partner's income but not their name.
And then too, a lot of people use marriage as a form of control.
well,
Mhm.
well, one thing she's shown that she's not as governable and controllable as she makes herself out to be because she's
But
not married.
he pre-approved, right? He ain't necessarily approved yet, is he?
Yeah, he's pretty.
Because pre-approved can change the day you go to. I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, look, if he applies for another credit card, that pre-approval
Not
can
found
be.
that out the hard way.
That out the hard way. He gave me a price, and I said, "Oh, my pre-approval for way more than that." Denied. I'm like, huh? What happened? How'd I get? Like you wouldn't pre-approve for that much, no? Or I didn't get approved for that much, and I'm like,
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know you go buy a car while you're in the pre-approval process. That'll
yep,
jack you up. Get a credit card. That'll jack you up.
yeah, I did all that because I was pre-approved. I thought I was good to go. I learned the hard way. It's okay.
All right. Is there any other couples that we want to discuss or that Sean wants to defend?
That was it for me.
Well, that was this week's episode of Love After Lockup. I just again said for the next episode, we'll also be doing a recap. I promise I'm gonna try to act a bit more mature next week. I don't have to turn my camera and my mic off. Alrighty, and so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you leave. And until next time, friends. Bye.
Oh, he